Hello, who are you?
Good. How about you? Wow, what's that noise?
I have noise?
Yeah, what's that machine?
Is it? It is my laptop.
It's your
Let me
laptop,
turn on the crisp. Maybe it will get better.
or
Let's see.
maybe some
Hello.
headphones.
What about now? Is
It's
it
the
better?
it's the same. Hello, Rashid.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm from Iraqi Kurdistan, and you?
Uh,
I'm from Bosnia, take me to America. I really
هلا هلا مشان يلا. This is a very nice song. Can you repeat it again?
yes, I can.
am from Bosnia, take me
Yeah.
to America. I really want to see Statue of Liberty. I can no longer wait, take me to United States. Take me to the I will assimilate.
Okay. Hey, AJ. Okay. These people are proving that they don't
I'm
understand
just
English.
reading the welcoming message.
You're just
Uh,
reading. Okay, cool.
what?
So, you want to
No,
engage with
it
the
said
topic?
this room is live on YouTube now.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what it says.
what?
Yeah, that's what it says.
And is that true?
When you see like a library says it's library, are you questioning? Are you saying,
No,
is it
I
really a
mean,
library?
no, I mean like, what does it mean? Like people are listening to us or something? Because I
Yeah,
don't
this
know.
is live, like, live streams on YouTube. Are you using YouTube?
I don't know. I don't use YouTube. I just use it, like to watch some videos only.
Okay, but you know that there can be live streams on those
Yes,
platforms.
I heard about that, but I'm not following this. I'm not
Okay.
watching this.
So
Mm.
this is live, like it's being streamed on YouTube. And yeah, there is
Um,
some latency, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. But yeah, people see here.
how many people on YouTube are hearing us now?
Right now, there are 25,000 people watching you.
Wow,
Do you
that's
want to say
amazing.
hi to all those people?
Yes, hello,
Okay.
hello, people.
I believe just 15 of them heard you. They're busy.
Okay,
So
cool. I would like to make a conversation with you, but not
let's see.
in, and maybe I will come back later. I
Okay.
mean, when you are I mean, opening rooms, like, you know,
Uh,
without this.
oh, no, I'm not opening rooms without live streams.
Really?
Yeah, I come here only for streaming.
Okay,
Um,
that's fine. That's fine. Okay,
anyway, take care then.
take care. Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, people, you can raise your hand if you want to have a talk about the topic. Our topic is existence of God, and as we were just speaking about it, this is live on YouTube. Oh no, I don't want to talk to him. We have Radvan. No, we're not here for texting. Oh, okay. First year wants to talk. Hello, first year. You can speak up right now. You should unmute yourself to be able to speak. You're not audible. Or maybe you are. Are you speaking? If you're speaking, can you type, yes, I am speaking? So that I can understand that there's a problem. Okay, so I don't hear you. Probably there's a problem on your side. Let's be patient. What's your name? Redwan. So we are having our chats one by one. And yeah, the discussions are one-on-one here. So that's why you should wait your turn. And still you're not audible. So I don't know what's your problem with the mic. Yeah, we have a problem. Anyway, we have 8 and we have K. People, our topic is existence of God. If you want to have a discussion, please raise your hand. And let's share our first link for YouTube. If there is anyone on YouTube who wants to have a discussion, you can join through this link. Hey, Phantom, welcome. Sorry, Jay, I'm not into having a discussion like that. Maybe you should join when your parents are not around. We will be streaming frequently here, so you can catch us later on. And first year, still you're trying to fix the mic, I believe. Maybe another time. Hey, Mora, welcome. And 8. If you guys are not okay, just for listening, and seemingly 8 is also here for just listening. So I'm changing the room. Hey, first year, if you want to join again, I'll be in a new room. I'm changing the room so that we can get more people. So take care. Hey, Scamson, welcome. Welcome. Let's see, it's gonna be a slow day or not. Yesterday was just moderate. I can't say slow, but it was not also very good. It was okay-ish. So this is the new link, people. And let's see. Yeah, Free for Talk is not active today also. I can see that. So that means it's gonna be a boring one. Martini. Hello, Martini.
Hey,
Hello.
fellow sober.
Yeah,
What does it mean? Its name?
that's
Why
my
does it sound like philosopher?
um. What does it mean? It
It
means,
resembles the pronunciation of philosopher.
and
Word.
I feel that I can think more clearly. That's what it means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Especially,
topic is existence of God. Okay.
yeah, especially
good.
after leaving my religion, I believe I think more clearly. So what about
Okay.
you? Are you a believer?
I am more of like, yeah, I do believe there is a creator,
Okay.
but I'm not very religious.
You're not very religious.
I'm more of a spiritual person.
Okay, cool. So why do you believe a God exists?
I don't know, I feel like there has to be something because of which everything is so precisely measured
So precisely
in this
measured,
universe for the existence of, life.
or the existence for
Or if anything would have been a little bit of off the track or, off, I think life wouldn't
okay.
exist.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean life was the purpose of someone. Yes, if X doesn't happen in the same way, that wouldn't
Yeah.
be X, it would be something else. But just because there's life here, that doesn't mean life was the purpose. Life is the consequence of many things. That doesn't mean it was the purpose. Do you think that cancer is the purpose of creation because you believe that everything has been created? Do you believe that malaria or, HIV was the purpose?
See, I
Someone
believe
precisely
like
created those diseases?
no, no one has created those diseases.
Oh, you see,
It
but
was
they're also
already,
precise.
it just happened to what?
Exactly. Exactly.
It
Like,
was already there. So when you create something, it doesn't have to always be a positive thing. It has its own negatives.
now you're contradicting. So then you believe that
No, when
creator.
there is a
So
creation, I'll give
Martini,
you one
Martini,
example.
Martini, let me finish. So you believe that those negative things also have been created intentionally.
You create a thing as a whole. You don't create just the positive. You create a thing, but that thing will always have positive and negatives,
It
south
doesn't
and north
matter.
pole.
So that means those negative things also they have been intended.
Yeah, that is there.
So there's a creator who planned to create cancer, who planned to create hemorrhoid, who planned to create, you know, natural disasters, who planned to create, I don't know, do you
It
know
happens.
those?
If there is north, there is south. It's just simple. If there is something positive, there has to be something negative.
No, I don't think there's such a rule. If
Yeah,
there's
there
a
is. Just
creator,
look at this.
so you believe that if there's a creator cannot create something just in a positive way.
No, I believe there has to be a balance.
There has to be
Without
balance.
balance, yeah, without balance, there's nothing can be existed. Like I don't think
That's a
things could be
fallacious
there
thinking.
if there's
You don't
if
have any
there's no balance.
justification for such a belief. So you believe that there wouldn't be anything without a balance is a baseless claim. So what's your argument or evidence for this one?
For what one? For what?
Like there couldn't be anything if there was no balance. So
Yeah,
there can't
it
be
has
just
to.
positivity?
No, I don't believe in that.
Why?
Only positivity, it's not possible.
Why? Why do you think so?
It's just not possible. There
How
has
do you
to
know
be
that?
some because
How do you know
experience.
that?
Because
How do you
have
know
you
that?
ever only been happier in your life? Have you ever been happy like for like even for 1 month? Have you been just
No, I
happy?
can't. No,
No, you
no, it's not.
cannot
It's
be
it's
happy.
me. But I'm not a creator of the universe, so I don't have the power to.
You are not the
I don't
creator.
have the. I
You're
don't
it's
have the. I don't have the fucking power to eliminate negativity in this fucking planet, in the fucking universe. I don't have the ability. Do you think that the creator of the universe also useless like me?
no. Why do you think useless?
Okay,
It has
good.
to be useless.
Good. So
If he
you
has
you believe
created
that? So
something,
you believe that this creator can create something without negativity?
okay, can I give you one example?
Can this creature create something with only positivity without
No, no
negativity?
one does that.
So even the
Okay,
creator of the universe cannot do
in
that.
yeah, everybody,
Okay.
anybody. So if you
Okay.
create something, you create a thing. What
Okay.
impact it will have, you don't know. If
You don't know.
you have invented a gun, it has been used for positives and negatives. You
Okay.
just invented it. How it's being
Okay.
used, it's not under your control. So
Mhm.
I know there is a creator, but I definitely don't believe in this religions and all.
Yeah, like we already understood that, but you also believe that there's a God who cannot
There is a
create.
creator. I just call it.
Yeah,
Let's call it God, alien, or whatever.
let's call it creator. So you believe that this creator cannot create things in only positive way, like there's always negativity in whatever he creates.
No.
That's what I
don't
said. I
believe in
asked you. I asked you 2 times. You
No, I
said
told you,
yes.
like, creator cannot create only positive things.
Okay.
It's not just you create something, you create it. You don't think much like what it has only
How
to
do you
be,
know that? Well, what do,
create, like, positive.
okay, we don't know that, Martini. So, have you talked to the creator before?
I am a creator. I have been creating a lot of things in my
No,
life.
no.
I'm a
We are
developer. If I'm developing something,
well,
I
we are not talking
develop it.
about you,
I'm a creator.
Martini. We're not talking about you. We're talking about the creator of the universe. So you believe that the universe has a creator, right? Like this is not like
Yeah.
the existence of Martini. It's existence of God. So you don't want to call it God, but when you say the creator, and since we were speaking till now, I understand that you mean the creator of the universe, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you have never met with the creator. So what if he chose to create positivity and negativity, but he could create only positivity, or if he wanted, he could create it just all negative things. You don't know that. You're claiming that he cannot create
No,
like that.
see, that's what I gave you 2 examples. Let's not go on the bigger picture. Let's talk about you and us, you and me.
No.
You
Like
do
again,
create,
this is
right?
not existence of philosopher or Martini. So yes, we create things, and there will be positive things and negative things in those things. I understand that, but
Okay, let me
humans. Just because humans create in this way, that doesn't mean other creators, non-human creators, also create the way that we create. That doesn't follow logically, Martini.
No. That is science. You're saying
It
it's
is science.
illogical, but it is logic.
It's
It
not.
is logic.
It's not logic.
If you work on something, you don't work all together. You take one block and then you think about that.
Martini. Like you're not listening at all. You are
I am
saying
listening.
no,
You're contradicting. You are on this.
absolutely. You are not either listening at all, or you're not able to grasp anything that I'm saying right now. So when you say you, I warned you. I'm not talking about humans. I'm not talking about you and me or other humans. And you keep referring to human beings. I said this is fallacious. Why? Because the way that we create things, that doesn't mean other creators, non-human fucking creators, are the same. You cannot reach this conclusion logically. It's not a rule. Yes, it is what we do. And yes, you're right. You can find positive things and negative things at the same time in the things that we created. You're right. You're right about only this part. But you cannot take this as a universal rule, because you don't know. You don't know how the creator of the universe looks like, how he, she,
Okay,
or
tell me
they
one thing.
create things. You don't know that.
Why we don't have life at Mars till date? We have been searching, right? We have done a
Yes,
lot
we
of
are
research.
searching. So
Elon Musk
there's
has
no
been doing that.
there's no
There's no
life
life there.
on Mars. Okay, so what? That means the universe has a
Why there's
creator.
no life?
It's the
Why there's no
case.
life?
Because
And why do we
life
have
didn't
India,
start there.
North Pole and South Pole? Do you know about this?
What? Come again?
North Pole and South Pole? The poles apart, the South and North poles. We have,
Poles
right?
of what?
On Earth?
Yes, we
On
have.
Earth. We have it.
Yes, we have. So
What's its purpose?
what's the purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, why are you assuming that there was a purpose, Martini?
There is a purpose.
No, you don't know that,
If
Martini. You believe that there's
there
a
is a
purpose?
purpose.
No, you can't say it's the purpose because you don't know how those things exist. Yes, they exist, but that doesn't mean they exist for a purpose. That doesn't mean someone created them. These are fallacious ways of thinking.
So you think so what it is according to you? If there is no creator, what it is then?
There is
Convince me
universe.
that there is no creator.
If there's no creator, like that means there's no creator only. Okay, it doesn't mean something else. That means the universe exists without a creator. So what about the creator? Like Do you believe the creator also has a creator, Martini?
Yeah, I do believe.
Okay, what about that creator also has a creator?
Yeah,
And you believe that...
it's universe. Do you think
Wait,
Milky
come
Way is...
again. Come again. Wait a second, Martini. Like you're proving that you're not listening at all, or you don't understand at all. When I say the creator, I already clarified. I mean the creator of the universe. My question, do you think the creator of the universe has a creator? You said yes. This is
Do you
what
want me
you
to
believe?
repeat again? I said yes.
Okay, so what about
Do
that
do
creator?
you want
What
to
about that?
explain yourself more? Just explain it.
What about that creator? Do you believe that creator also has a creator?
I have told you multiple times, it's universe.
It's
Yeah, there is
universe.
a creator.
Bye. I think Martin, you're making zero sense, and that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Universe has a creator, and you're saying that that creator created the universe, but at the same time, universe created that creator, which is entirely fallacious, entirely. And that was the most fallacious thing so far that I heard, at least in this week. But anyway, I see you, Volk. Welcome. I see you. And yes, other people, you can raise your hand if you want to continue the discussion. And people on YouTube, you can use the link to join for the discussion. Let's wait for the people. Hey, Scamchamp. Oh, Scamchamp, I don't believe that it's about honesty. I believe she doesn't understand. Oh, I agree, Jesse Pinkman. I agree with you. So we have M Vision, Unfazed, Style Blender, Tefal, and yeah, Jesse Pinkman. So people, you can raise your hand and yeah, you can have the mic after that. Hey, Chixie, welcome. Chixie. Welcome, Chixie. Everything has a creator. Why are we assuming God is a thing? What's that? If God is not a thing, what's that? When you say everything, we imagine anything exists. And God is one of them. If you name something, it's a thing, okay? And you already named the God. So, okay, people are typing in the chat. Oh my God. We need someone who can use a mic, people. Okay, Chixie, Godspeed. Godspeed. Uh, I'm not gonna answer any question, people. But please talk to the mic if you want to have a chat here. And yes, other people on YouTube, if you have questions that you want to highlight, or if you want a mic when mics are busy, and if you want to support the channel, super chats do the job. And still people are typing. The girl in the gap joined. Jinan. How many times should I block you, Jinan? I don't know. So Mora and Volk, are you busy? M. Okay, no one is speaking. Interesting. Oh, Volk, that's a terrible internet.
Give me 5 minutes.
Nora, please don't ask stupid questions. Like, the answer is in the question. The purpose is questioning and discussing. Mr. R. I believe Mr. R will speak here. Okay, waiting for people to join. If you want to speak, please raise your hand in Free for Talk. If you are on YouTube, please use the link that I pinned in the chat box. And this is a hand that to be raised so that I can understand you want to speak here. But probably I'm going to move to another room because these people are not talkative. So just let me wait for some more seconds, then I will change the room. Hey, Volk. Let's try.
Oh, I didn't even know I was unmuted. How's my audio now?
It's better. You're not breaking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get into a better spot here in a second.
Figures out. Probably I'm gonna move to another room. So
All right. I'll follow you.
yeah, let's change the room. Let's change the room to find people who wants to speak. Okay, new room.
Hello.
Hey, mister.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, welcome, Matt. Do you see the topic of this room?
What?
The topic of the room.
Okay. How are you doing?
Bye-bye, take care. She doesn't understand English. This is our problem here on Free for Talk. Many people, they're beginners in English. That's normal because this is a language practicing platform. So welcome back, folk. We have Imran Khan. Let's give the mic to Imran. Hello, Imran. I hope you see the topic of the room. Oh, this guy from the previous room. I hope he fixed his connection. So,
Yeah, fixed.
okay. Okay, there's some noise, but I think it's bearable. So, what about you? Are you a believer?
Actually, earlier I was a firm believer that God exists, but after seeing all over the world means what's happening, I've changed my mind.
So, you're not a believer?
No, not a, So I if no, so simply saying I'm not a believer.
I wish you told me earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
and what are your views on this?
Okay. Like we are having discussions with believers, since you're
Oh,
not a believer.
okay, so let's talk with those who believe.
I'm sorry, man. Like, well, our discussions are 101.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Carry
Thank
on.
you. Thank you so much. So, Imran, you can speak up. I see your hand. I hope you don't want to say hi with the hand. The purpose of the hand is, hey, motherfucker, I want to talk to. That's the purpose.
No, no, I'm not a dumb person. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Okay,
And
like,
yeah, I am the believer.
good,
Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim.
good, very
And I,
good. Happy Ramadan, first of all.
what?
Happy Ramadan. Are you
Thank you,
fasting?
thank you to you as well, brother. I don't know you are a Muslim or not,
I'm
but
not.
thank you very
I'm an
much. I really
atheist.
thank you, brother. So yeah, it's my first time. I was just looking for conversation, but
Okay.
I found that app, and now I just directly sign in, and then it's
Really?
a
Oh
topic
my God.
about existence of God.
What a
So
luck,
yeah,
man.
alhamdulillah, I am, and I don't know how we should take your questions or what.
So, like, we were having these discussions about the existence of God, but you should know that we are on YouTube right now. It's live streaming.
Is it?
Yeah, like, so that's one thing that you should learn about this platform. You can see the topics before you join the room if
Mm-hmm.
if the person set a title. I already did, but probably you didn't see. And second, when you join the room, right now you're in the room, you may see a message, welcome message. It's built in the
Yeah,
chat box. It appears when you join the room, and it's in the chat box, also on the main screen.
yeah,
Okay, if there's something you should read because it tells some rules or some other things or whatever people desire to, give the message. So I just put the message there. It says topic, God's existence. And then it says this room is live on YouTube and etc.
yeah.
Yep. Anyway, so if you're okay with YouTube, we can talk about God if you
Nah,
want.
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine
Good.
with that.
You're cool, man. So you're already a Muslim. Yeah, we know that. We learned that. So only one question left, but let's make a difference. So I'm a non-believer. I don't believe in any God. If you have questions, we can start like this.
Uh, why there are many peoples that don't believe the existence of God?
Okay,
A
I don't
simple question.
know about many other people. I mean, I can guess many other people, but I want to talk about myself.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's it then.
So I don't believe in God, any God, because I don't see good evidence plus good arguments which can prove a God exists. I don't see them. That's why I'm not a believer anymore.
Maybe if I will ask a question, then how you exist and how you
How do I
came.
exist? Simple. My mother and father had sex, and then my mother gave birth to me after 9
Yeah,
months.
that is great. That is great. Yeah, you have been some sexual relations, then when you've been born. But this is something else that how they've been born.
The same.
From how ages it's they've been coming down. Now you could
The
not say
same.
that we have been through the scientific methods that before we were monkeys and then after we change into human beings.
Okay, that doesn't matter. Like even if evolution is false, that doesn't mean God exists. So that's a
Uh,
big problem. That's why it's useless to talk about evolution.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
yeah, but what's the thing? You also don't know. You just believe that there's a God and God created Adam and Eve. That's what you believe. What's your evidence for that?
There are many discussions that have been placed. In Islam, there is a holy Quran book where it defines each and everything. But I am the younger one. I'm delivering it. I believe on the existence. I know that which else will happen. And after all, there will be a heaven for the person and hell is for them as well.
Okay,
If a person does any mistakes,
I
suppose if
got
I
you,
do a
Imran.
mistake,
So
yeah.
no need to preach about Islam. I was a Muslim, okay, before
You
being
were
an
Muslim,
atheist. Yes.
you were.
Yeah, so I know what Islam says. But just because Islam says a lot of things, that doesn't mean they're all true. So, like, let's start from the Quran. The biggest claim of the Quran is a God exists. One God exists. This is the
Mm.
major claim in the book. But that doesn't mean there is a God. And Quran claims a lot of other things. They're also very big claims. For example, afterlife exists, right? This is also a very big claim. There are unseen beings exist, like angels, Satan, jinns. So these are also very huge claims. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any good evidence to believe that, yeah, this is true. How to believe in those things? Like, just because it's written, it doesn't mean it's true. Yeah, maybe it is, or maybe it's not. How to know something is true?
Hello?
Or how to believe something is true? Like, why do you believe that's true?
Brother, your voice is little bit going down. I think I can't
Okay.
understand your voice.
One more time, I will try. Volk, by the way, do you hear me properly?
There's a connection problem. I'm just from the
Yeah,
background.
I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
Okay, so
Hello?
Imran, probably it's your connection. Because
Yeah, I'm just in the background area. There's a little bit connection problem over there.
you sound very perfect to me, but probably my audio is not reaching you properly. And I cannot help you to fix that problem. So, do you hear me right now? And people, please be patient. It's one by one, okay? That's why there is this hand raising feature here. And yeah, for the people on YouTube also, when you join, you should raise the hand. I want to show the hand one more time. This, oh, wait. Yeah, this is the hand. So if you join, you should use that one. So we have lost Imran. Let's don't waste time. Let's take Vision. Vision, you were in the previous room. I was telling, hey, people who wants to speak, and you didn't want to speak, so you changed your mind. Let's try. Hey, sir, welcome.
Hello, mister.
Hello, mister.
Yeah. So you are not a believer?
That was clear, I believe. Yes.
So why? Like, can you prove it that there is not God existing?
I cannot prove it. I cannot prove something. Even I don't want to prove something that I don't claim.
Okay, you think the God doesn't exist?
No, it's not what I think.
Then what do you think?
I think, and I don't have the answer. God exists or not, I don't know the answer. So yeah, my thinking, that doesn't help me to solve that problem. But I don't see any good reason, evidence, argument to believe that
No,
God
no, no.
exists.
If you think God doesn't exist, prove it.
That's not what I said. Like, man, I said clearly that's not what I think. And seemingly you don't understand a simple thing here. That's not what I think. I said I don't know. What about you? Are you a believer? Do you believe in God?
No, I just
No,
want to
so you're an
know
atheist too.
from
Okay,
you.
okay, sorry. I'm not talking to atheist people here, okay? I want to talk to believers, not atheist people. Let's take the other person. We have Saykant.
No, I'm a believer, man.
Fuck, man, I
I'm a
said, are you a
believer.
believer?
I'm a
You said
believer.
no.
No, I didn't say it for you.
You said no, then why the hell you randomly say no? I was asking you
No, my
literally, are
answer
you a
was
believer?
not for that. The answer was not for that. I'm a
Why are
believer.
answering something else then? Like, answer my questions, okay? And please answer them in time. So which
My
God
question
you believe in?
is,
Which God you believe in? No, I'm the questioner here. It's my room. It's my stream. Okay. So which God you believe in?
okay, which God means what are you talking? Is there
Okay,
any more than one God?
I don't know the number of gods. If God exists, I don't know. Maybe there are many gods, maybe two gods, maybe one God, or maybe there is no God. Okay. So
No, there is one God. I believe one
okay,
God.
which one is the one God? Krishna?
Which
Vishnu?
one?
Yeah, Krishna, Vishnu, Yahweh, Jesus, Allah, Ra, Thor, Odin? Which one?
Okay, don't bring religion here. To believe a God, you do not need religion. Okay,
Okay, you don't need a religion. I understand. But anyway,
you
Vision,
just need to have some common
Vision. I'm
sense.
sorry. I really got bored of you. So these are simple questions, okay? And hey, anonymous.
You can't.
Wait a
Okay, you
second.
can't. You can't answer me.
Fuck, man. Just wait.
You are fucking man. No, you can't prove it that
Okay,
you God
fuck
doesn't
off,
exist.
idiot. Anonymous. Fuck off, you idiot. More, okay? Idiot. Anyway, we will have Sekot. I hope he's more patient than Vision. Let's see. Oh,
Hello.
today the day of background noise. Okay. Hello, Sekot. What about you? Are you a believer?
I am deeper insight about it. I
Sorry,
think
I'm sorry. Come
the
again?
term, term God is wrong. It can be placed by system. I think existence of system everywhere. Okay.
Existence of system.
This name is the pseudocode of system.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not here to talk about existence of system. I'm here to talk about existence of God. So you're confusing the topic here. That's not the topic. You should know that. But anyway,
Okay.
seemingly you don't believe in God. You believe in system. Again, this is not my topic. But thanks for joining. So let's take Vision one more time. I hope he will be more patient this time. So Vision, which God you believe in again? Do you believe in Krishna, Vishnu, Yahweh, Allah, Zeus, Ra?
Okay. I
Odin?
told you. Listen, Mister.
Why the hell I'm the
Hello.
one who's supposed to listen? Why you're not listening my question?
Okay. Tell me.
I asked you 2 times which God you believe in.
Okay, let me answer.
Yeah, which God is the real one? Which God is the one true God? Which one is that?
Okay. If you have common sense, you can believe in God. You do not need a religion. Okay, first of all.
I didn't say you need a religion. So are you saying that your God is very different than the religious gods that we know? This is what you mean?
No, of course.
Then why the fuck you're not
Of
telling me
course,
the
I
name
am
of
in a religion.
Are you ashamed of your God's name? You're not proud
Why
of
not?
your
No.
you're not proud of your God? Then why the hell
Why
you're not
not?
saying
I'm proud of my.
then why the hell you're not saying the name of your God?
Okay. Listen. So I ask you, like, you do not believe the existence of God.
Bye. You're a time waster, Vision. Please don't waste my time one more time. So we still have other people. If you want to speak, please raise your hand so that we can have another chat. But please, if you're ashamed of your God, please don't raise your hand, okay? That's the rule. That's a new rule. You should know that. I really don't like those people who are ashamed of their God. So, for example, if I was a Muslim, I would say, Allahu Akbar. I love my God. It's the only true God. If I was a Christian, I would say, I love Jesus. I am a proud Christian. If I was a Hindu, I would say, I love Krishna, Vishnu, all those gods. I wouldn't be ashamed of my gods. But these people, somehow, maybe they have good reasons to be ashamed of their gods. Maybe their gods are okay with slavery. Maybe their gods are saying that, hey, you can stone those people, or you can kill this person if he doesn't believe in me, or you can marry 4 women at one time, or many other things that, which is not acceptable right now. So maybe that's why they're ashamed of their gods. I don't know. But anyway, let's don't assume a lot. So we have style blender, sorry.
Yeah. So I think we should be a little respectful to other people's
Really? Yeah,
opinion.
that's what I say. Yeah, that's what I am in favor
I
of.
think
Yep.
we are coming from different part of this world, right? So we have
I
different
don't
culture.
I don't know.
The place that I come from, we have multiple god, and we don't say that we have only one true God because we don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Nobody knows.
Mm.
From a
Mm-hmm.
simple one religion, there have been. If you talk about mainly in Hinduism, uh, there is multiple branch of Hinduism. We have Buddhism, we have Jainism, because we
Okay.
give the space to
Style
people.
blender. Like I'm not here for a general conversation.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
let's talk about the gods that you believe in. So
I don't
how
believe.
many you don't believe in any god?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
believe in God.
sorry, man. I'm talking only to believers.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
what if I believe in? Okay, yeah. What if I believe in Shiv? Then what?
Believe in what?
I believe in some specific Hindu god. So what? Yeah,
Shiva.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, my question would be, why do you believe in that god?
Because maybe that god is someone that I can relate to.
That god is
That is
someone
what
that you
core
can relate to.
Hinduism philosophy is.
Sorry, come again.
I'm saying, we as Hindu, we can choose any god which we can relate to. So that's how it works. Like if I am someone who want power in my life, so maybe I'll worship to Hanuman because he's the god of power and all those things.
Okay, so you believe that those gods can give you power.
Uh what's the problem? Like even if it's not like
I
that,
don't say
I,
that's a problem, man.
as human, we need the belief system. We need to believe into something.
No, not everything, man. I mean, sure, like you can believe in something, but uh, gods they are not necessary for everyone.
It
Some
is
people
not
they don't have
necessary
to
to
believe in
talk
God.
about mainly about psychology or intelligence, but it is important for we human being to believe into something. If you don't believe that we need to live, like why will people will form families and all those things?
Why not? Because they might, find
That then the
benefits
life is
in
world,
that.
right?
So, do you think people get married because they believe in God? Atheist
No,
people are not getting married.
no, because they believe in future because they want to live.
Atheist people they also want to live.
Yeah,
They
and
also
there is
care
no
about the
God.
future.
Uh-huh.
So that
So
means
that
no need to believe
the
in
God
God.
has given us the consciousness. That's why we can think like that.
Sorry, come
It is
again.
okay. The God has given us the consciousness. That's
That's
why
what
we
you
can think.
believe. That doesn't mean there is a God. That doesn't mean someone gave us consciousness.
So why do you have this capability to think?
But yes, you can think. That doesn't mean
Why
someone gave it to you.
yeah.
Yeah,
So do you also believe in God, right?
they also believe in what?
Do you also believe in God? That's what I'm asking.
No, I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist.
Okay. And and
Yeah, as I said, I'm here to
so
talk to believers.
do you really think like there is some what do you call it? Scientific phenomena by which we have the consciousness, we have everything in the universe working.
Yeah, we
That's
have
what
we have a lot of things in the universe, and we are not able to explain everything. So
yeah.
when we don't explain something,
Hmm.
that doesn't mean there is
Uh-huh.
someone behind it. That's an assumption. It's a
Okay.
baseless assumption. So, and this is also a fallacious thinking, even in it's called
Uh-huh.
creating arguments from ignorance. That logical mistake even has a special name, as you see. So when you don't know something, that only means you don't know it. That doesn't mean someone did it.
So what do we need to sustain life on Earth? What do we need?
We need oxygen, water, gravity, food.
Sun and everything, right?
Yeah.
And why we have all of that? Why
Why
we
do
have
we?
this
Oh,
consciousness?
why do we have conscious? Again, this is a question. Let's
Yeah.
suppose we don't know the answer. That only means we don't know the answer. That's all. That doesn't mean someone else exists. Someone else has given us the consciousness.
Mhm.
Again, it doesn't follow logically.
Okay. So like Yeah, it should be
Okay,
logical.
Style
Even
Blender. Let me ask you, like the Shiva has also consciousness.
yeah, he need to have something to form
Okay,
something.
okay, so Style Blender, who gave consciousness to Shiva?
I think if we specifically talk about a singular god, then it will not make sense. Like, what
No
if
problem, no problem. I'm okay with multiple gods. I
there
don't
is
have
this
any
god
problem. Style
which
Blender, Style Blender. I'm okay
yeah,
with multiple gods, but
okay. I'm not
who gave
I'm
consciousness to Shiva?
okay. I'm not talking about multiple gods or something. I'm saying, like, there is some power, which exists,
Where?
right?
What
In
kind
this
of
universe.
power? In the universe, that there are different kind of power sources, energy sources. Like there are
Okay.
stars, there are black holes, right?
Uh-huh.
And
And
yeah,
why they are there? Like, why do they exist?
they
Why the
they
sun?
they exist. We like we don't know why the universe exists at all. Okay, let's
Okay.
like go
Okay.
and look at the bigger picture. The universe exists, and everything inside the universe
But
exists.
nothing can be created from nothing, right?
Can be created from nothing. I don't know, but let's suppose yeah, it cannot
I
happen.
mean, like,
So
this
what
this
does that
sounds
mean?
very absurd, because whenever you say
What?
I don't know, it means that you don't have the capability to think beyond something, right?
Okay, no,
It
that's
doesn't mean
false.
that
Style
I
Blender.
can't be
Style
right, right?
Blender, please don't say false things about me. Okay, I can think about
It's not
multiple
about you,
options.
it's not
Style
about you.
Blender, Style
We all
Blender,
have
Style
knowledge, right?
Blender, Style Blender, please, please. You were talking about being polite and respectful to each other. First, you joined here. It was
Okay.
10 minutes ago. And this is
Hmm.
not respectful if you keep interrupting the guy who created the room every day, streaming on
No, that
YouTube,
I have.
trying to have conversation with people.
Mhm.
It's not cool, okay? So I'm more open to any kind of gods, multiple gods, one god, or zero god. I'm an
Okay.
agnostic. I don't know what's outside. What is the cause of the universe? I even don't know whether there is a cause of the universe or not. So just because the universe doesn't have a cause, that doesn't mean the universe came from nothing. That's another logical mistake that you have. You should fix that also.
I can, but do you really think the life is that absurd?
Life is absurd, okay, and so
No, I'm
what?
asking you.
Life is life, man. Like I'm not saying life is absurd or meaningful or blah blah. I don't want to label it because again, like life exists somehow. We don't know how exactly, and
Hmm.
I cannot create arguments from my ignorance or from something that even scientists they don't have, very good opinions. So they have multiple, assumptions about how life existed, but they don't know exactly. So that's the question, right? Still, we are trying to solve.
Hmm.
So it's better to stay, hey, wait, I don't know further.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not what you're saying. You're saying, I don't know, therefore, someone exists and someone created it.
That can be a possibility, right?
This is a possibility, yeah, it is.
What?
But that doesn't
Yeah,
mean it is the case. So maybe
yeah,
there are multiple someone they created life. They said, hey, come, let's create something. Let's create life. Maybe 10 creators created the life. So this is also a possibility, but we don't know, right?
yeah.
So, but still, like, then you have to ask the same question, right? Who created the creator? So you believe that the universe or life has a creator. Okay, then who created the creator?
But
Okay, someone
what if
else.
the universe is God?
Sorry, come again?
What if the universe is God?
The universe is God. Oh, like, why you want
Yeah.
to call it God?
Like, whenever I say God, I'm not saying like it needs to be have a human form or something.
I don't mean human form also.
I mean, that is what God means for people,
Okay,
right?
so
Like,
so what God means for you? The universe only?
for me, it means energy.
For you, it means energy.
We
Style
that
blender, style blender. So like this is blending the meaning of the words. So energy is a physical term that is used in physics. But when you say energy, you entirely mean something else, which is blow, 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 blow. So it's
Whenever I
meaningless,
say,
okay? So please don't use the word energy because you don't know how to use it.
the problem is that it's okay. I'm an atheist too, but
So,
I don't
welcome.
think I don't think I believe that you have your own set of something that you have curated in your brain that you don't want to go
No, it's not
fast.
false. Style blender, false. Please. I told you don't assume things about me. So I don't believe in God because I don't see any good evidence or any good arguments to prove that, yeah, that there is such a thing. So lack of evidence and good arguments make me stay as a non-believer. I'm not saying that there's no any God. I just don't know it. Maybe there is one God. Maybe like that Muslim guy who was ashamed of his God was true. Or maybe Hindu people are right. Maybe there are multiple gods. Or maybe Christian people are right. Maybe there's a God in 3 forms. So I don't know the answer. And
So
when I don't know something, I don't go further. I can think about further, but that doesn't mean you have to accept one of those things.
mhm. So I was kind of debating only for the sake of having conversation with
I
you.
got you. You did well.
And I don't believe in God. I think of it in a very psychological way, the way religion works. So yeah, for me, even if it exists or something, like I won't give it a shot. Like I won't be joining any religion or something, even if there is possible evidence that a God exists. Like I'm very narcissist enough. Like I don't need a
Ooh.
God to tell me something.
Okay, that part is a little bit tricky for me, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for joining, man.
Yeah. See ya.
Like you're a good pretender.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hello, Agia. Welcome. Agia is the I here. So we have Mr. in the room. Hey, Mr. Do you wanna talk about God? Nope. We have Tony Stark. Ooh. Let's have a discussion with Tony Stark.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, only one. Yep. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool, Tony. Do you see the topic of the room? Do you see the topic of this room?
Yes.
Okay, so are you a believer?
Yes.
Okay, which God you believe in?
I believe Sri Krishna.
Krishna, Hindu. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So why do you believe a God exists in the first place?
Why I believe God in the first place, right?
Yeah, why do you believe a God exists?
Like, no one asked me like this question. But,
Okay, you have never thought about it before?
no.
Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say then.
Do you believe in God or not?
Okay. Anyway, so maybe I should create a new room because we don't have many believers to have a discussion. New room, new chance. New room, new chance. So, okay. Okay, this is a new link, people. If you want to join, you should use this one. And let's prepare the. We have Satoru. Hello, Satoru. Satoru. Da, 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 da. Okay. Let's see. So, people, you can use the link in the chat box to join for the discussion. If you are a believer, please join. We want to discuss existence of God. I am an atheist. And the simple reason is why I don't believe God exists, because I don't see any good evidence or any good arguments to prove that God exists. So, yeah, you can think like someone is saying that, hey, I have an invisible friend. And I'm saying, hey, why do you believe that you have an invisible friend? Oh, because I am talking to my invisible friend. Okay, can we test that? Nah. Okay, then I don't believe in that. So not believing God is something like that to me. Okay. We have Gapol. Hello, Gapol. Welcome. Do you want to speak about God? Do you want to speak about God, Gapol? Oh, no, it doesn't. Michaela. Hello, Michaela. What about you? Do you want to speak about God?
Hello, philosopher. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
So, our topic is God's existence.
Are you. What are you doing? Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, we are on YouTube.
Nice.
Oh, well, YouTube is nice because there are many people on YouTube.
Oh.
So, anyway, I mean, it's okay if you don't want to talk about God, but I have to wait other people. So, we have Ahmed and we have Siddiqui. I hope they are believers and I hope they want to talk about God. Ahmed, that sounds like a Muslim name.
Hi, yes, I'm
Okay,
from Muslim family
you're
from
Muslim.
Pakistan.
Okay, cool, man. Happy Ramadan, first of all. Okay, but your audio is not clear to me. I hear the other guy better than you.
Okay, let me check.
Okay.
Is it okay now?
That's the same. Probably you're talking to laptop.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it that much. But if you have headphones, maybe that would be great. And the second option is talking with a phone, which also makes a really big difference. But laptop and Bluetooth microphones, I mean, those Bluetooth headphones, they suck. Okay, we're waiting for Ahmed. And while waiting for Ahmed, you can use the link, people, to join our discussion. And if you join to this platform, there's a hands button here down below. You should click on it to ask a mic. But our discussions are one-on-one. You should know that. So you might wait a little bit. Yeah. We are waiting, waiting. We are waiting, waiting. Da 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 da. Okay. We're still waiting for Ahmed. I think Ahmed left. We have Shams. Hi, hello Shams. Do you want to speak about God? God. Hello, Shams. Okay, he doesn't want to talk. What about you, H? You want to talk about? Let's try. Oh, Tony Stark is back. How do I open the mic? You click on the mic button, then it must be on. But after you click on the mic button, if it's not activated, that means there is another problem. In that case, the best option is using a different browser, because some browsers are not okay with this platform. I use Google Chrome, and Google Chrome is mostly good for this platform. And
Hello?
Hello. Okay, you fixed that?
Yeah, thank you.
Good. So, Shams, are you a believer?
Yes.
Okay, which God you believe in?
Allah.
Okay, you're a Muslim, sister. Happy Ramadan.
Thank you.
So,
Happy Ramadan for you.
okay, thank you. And I'm an atheist, you should know that. And I hope you read the welcome message. It says that this is live on YouTube. I'm streaming here.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, good, good, very cool. Muslims are cool today. That's good. So, either you can start or I will start.
You start.
Okay,
If
good.
you
So,
want.
yeah, why do you believe a God exists?
Well, because everything comes from something. So we
Everything.
had to come from something.
Okay,
This world had to start at some point. So,
okay. The world has to start from some point. Okay. There was something else before and from. Okay. So,
even
if
if we
everything. So, Shams, I have one more question. If everything must come from something else, then where did God come from?
he was always there
Oh, but
because
what if the universe was always there?
then the God is the universe.
No.
Because if you think about it, uh, the universe, like they said, started from something, then it expanded to what we have now, and it's still expanding. That means at some point it was something small that
Yeah.
always existed,
Yes.
but then it became bigger.
Okay, so if something was always there and started expanding, that only
Yes,
means there was something, and
that always
it started.
existed there.
Yes, yes, good, very good. So like, there's singularity. You know that
Yes.
the singularity began to expand, and right now scientists they think that maybe singularity was always existing.
I know.
So the
Because
energy, that's good, very good. So in that case, why do you want to call it God? I don't understand that part.
because if you think about it, the universe is just not just random chemicals getting together to make something. Even our DNA, it has some code in it. That is not something that happened randomly. it have a structure. And if you think about it, something that have a structure must have a designer, and the designer have put rules for something and
Okay,
how they react
Shams,
to things.
I understand, but that's posing a problem for Islam, at least for your belief, because I think Allah also has a structure. Allah has all knowing. Allah has all the knowledge. Allah has power. Allah has many other attributes, even some of them you cannot understand. So that's also
Yes,
structure. So you said if there's a structure, then there's someone who designed that. So then now you're acknowledging that someone designed Allah. Do you see that
I
it's kind of creating a problem for your belief?
not really, because
Why?
if we think about it, when I said something that always existed there, that means that something had always had the knowledge for everything, because
Mm,
w- because if something existed, that means that it had all the material and everything it needed for the creation of the universe. Because something cannot create something if it lacks something. It need to have the material it need to create something. You cannot create a wooden table without having the knowledge for it and the material for it.
okay.
You
So,
all you have to have the everything you need to make it. And if
okay.
God already made the universe, how would that mean He already know everything and will
Okay.
have everything needed to make it?
Shams, but that doesn't mean the creator of the universe always existed. It only means the creator knows how to create a universe and the creator has enough sources to create the universe. He knows how to do that and he has the sources. That's only the conclusion that you can derive from those beliefs. But that doesn't mean
Hmm,
this creator always existed. That doesn't mean this creator doesn't have a creator.
well, if you think about it, if everything have a creator, so when does it end?
Okay,
Does it actually have a
that's not
start if
yeah,
it
but
always have
Shams,
something before
I'm
it?
sorry, Shams, but this problem is created by you. I mean, believers. Believers are causing this problem, not non-believers. So you look at the universe, you say, "Oh, the universe to me seems very perfect. Look, I believe this is a structure. Therefore, someone created it." And you see, you create the problem because when you create something, when you assume something, then that thing also needs an explanation. If you say, oh, no, that thing doesn't have a cause, that means you are making an exception. And what if I want to make an exception? Let's say that the universe has one creator, okay, but that creator has two creators. And yeah, I want to make the exception here. Those two creators, they don't have creators, and we stop. You ask me, where do you stop? Yeah, I stop there. So it doesn't look like
Uh,
Islam. It doesn't look like Christianity. It doesn't look like Hinduism. But
can I
what's that?
ask you something?
Yeah, go on.
What make God different from us?
What
If we can
makes
create something, does that mean we God? If we have the power to make something and have the knowledge, like if you have the power to create a universe, does that make you God?
if the creator has the ability to create the
What
universe?
make you
Okay, so
different from
Shams.
God if you had the power and knowledge?
Okay, what is uh like the essence of that being can be the difference. So let's suppose there are aliens in the universe. They're also able to think and they're also able to create things, but that doesn't mean they're humans, right? They're not humans. But we do the same things. And when we call them aliens, that's just a name to differentiate because it's different, right? So if there is a creator of universe, so we don't see universe creators, right? If there is or there are, then maybe you can call it God. Or if you don't want to call it God, it's okay, no problem. I don't have a problem with that.
I
Then let's
don't
call
think
it.
you understand
I
my
really
question.
understand.
No, I meant if everyone in this wide multiverse can make yes, in this
Wait.
wide
That was not your
multiverse.
question. Wait, that was not your question, Shams. I listen you very carefully.
No.
I'm the
I
person
try.
who's gonna listen you, like the
Okay.
most
I
care
will
with the most
repeat my
care.
question like I said it before.
Oh, okay.
If
Please
you
go on.
had the power to
Mm-hmm.
create, had the power of God and had the knowledge of God
Uh-huh.
and the material to create anything,
Okay.
what make you God?
What make me?
What does not make you God?
Oh, in that case, yeah, like people can
If
call
you
me God.
have the
Shams,
attribute of
Shams,
God,
Shams. In that case, yeah, people can call me God. So, oh, I mean, what's your point?
my point is if you are the God, if we everyone like have the power like God,
If not like, but
what if everyone had similar power to you?
okay, that means there are
Does
multiple
that
gods.
make them God?
Well, I mean, it's up to you. Like, if you don't want to call it God, it's okay. I said it earlier. So if you don't want to call them God, that's another scenario. Okay, we can discuss. We can argue, but I don't think it's necessary right now. So when we say the creator of the universe, you say, oh wait, it's not God for me if he has a creator also, and I accept that. It's okay. I don't have a problem with that. But you don't have any logical argument to say that, oh, the creator of the universe is also God. You don't have good arguments for that.
I think yes. The point is, I didn't explain it because if God, when existed, he depended on the power of someone else to create them. At which does it actually start? Like when I said, I'm sorry if I am bad. I explain English is not my first language. Uh, if everything have a start, that means there has to be something that first and always existed there that created the rest. But if God, the God I'm talking about, had someone who created him before that, does that mean he is not God because he has a creator? That he is not the start of everything? Because if the God I'm talking about is the God that has a start that started everything, not the one who later someone
Okay,
made
Shams,
him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you're not making sense to me right now. So I'm okay. I'm okay with a God who started everything. I'm okay with that. But that doesn't mean that follows your beliefs. So let me, like, I'm going to ask you the same question one more time because you didn't answer. Let's assume there is a creator of this universe. And then I said, what about this creator? This creator has a creator. I said, okay, yeah, it has even two creators. So there are two creators created this one creator, and this one creator created our universe. But those
Why
two
do you
creators,
say?
have creators? No, they don't have creators. So what does that mean? Those two creators, they started everything. Like the, they're the big king and the big queen. They started everything. And in that case, you want to call them God because they don't have creators and they created everything?
Why do you try to make God two and not one?
Okay, let's make it one. No problem. Let's say that the universe has a creator and that creator created the universe. Oh, wait a second. I want to change it. The universe has two creators. Those creatures are not God. Okay. And those two creators, they have only one creator. And this one creator created those two creators, and those two creators created our universe. Now, is it okay?
Oh, yes, okay.
Do you believe in that? No, right?
I believe it
No, you don't
because
believe
I
in it.
don't think no, I don't think the one I believe one in is the hypothesis of this God who created the two gods. I don't believe in the two gods.
Yeah.
I only believe the one
I know
who
what you believe in.
created everything.
Shams. I know what you believe in. You don't have to tell me. But you don't see the problem here. So just because there must be a one creator of everything, that doesn't mean any religion on the planet is true. Even if there is one creator
I
who created
understand you.
everything. So that's why I was like giving you the example very clearly. So
Yes, I understand
there
you.
can be so powerful creators who created our universe, and you
You
said
are
no,
saying,
they're not gods, and I said okay, I don't have a problem with that.
I understand you. You say that they could
I think
out there, the one who created everything. You don't think that the religion that you like Islam or I forgot it, Hinduism or are the right one. Like you can't, we can't prove that our religion is the right religion that talk about the God that created everything. Is that what you're saying?
okay, like that's what like I say more than that. So like you want to ignore like some other things that I want to say. For example, you said why you want to make it two, because I don't know, Shams. I cannot claim things when I don't know things. So we can even observe the universe partially. We cannot see the entire universe. So that's one problem. So if you claim that, oh wait, the universe has a cause, I don't know, but if there is a cause, that doesn't mean there is one cause. That doesn't mean the cause doesn't have a cause. It doesn't mean anything. So maybe, like, yeah, maybe like everything started by some creators. But if let's suppose there are 5 at the beginning, 5 creators, they created everything. Why 5? Oh, because it's 5. Like you cannot change it if it's 5. It's the case. And why it cannot be 5, there's no any good argument for that. If it's 5, it means it's 5. Or if it's 7,
I
it's
mean,
7.
if it's the 5, wouldn't that mean they could disagree
Yeah, okay.
on the creating? Like
let's
if you say there could be more than 2, though
Mhm.
more than 1, I mean, sorry, more
Mhm.
than 1, there is a big chance that they will disagree on something. Like
I
some
know,
of them
Shams.
say, I want the trees to be blue,
Mhm.
and some of them,
Yes.
I want the sky to be green. If they disagree,
Mhm.
wouldn't that cause a problem? Wouldn't make it
Sure.
more sense that there is a one who had all the control?
Shams. Like you can say, oh, it would be better if this was the case. Yes. For example, if there were no diseases on this planet, it would be better. If babies were not dying, it would be better. If humans were not eating other humans, that would be better. If humans not raping other people, kids, whatever, animals, that would be better if they were not doing that. Okay? But
But
if that's the
the,
case, Champs, if that's the case, that means it's the case. So if there are 5 creators and if they are fighting, that means, yeah, that's the case. Yeah, it would be better if there was no fight. I understand that, but there is fight. You can't
I
change
am
it.
not talking
Shams,
about the fight. I'm talking
yeah,
about the
disagreement. Yes.
design of the multiverse.
Yeah, the
You
design
mean
of
the
like
design,
no, again
not
like
the creature.
we're not talking about multiverse here. We're talking about only this universe. But let's
Who,
suppose yes, yeah, let's suppose it's true that they had disagreements about many things. So maybe Shams, maybe there was going to be unicorns in the universe. Do you know what is a unicorn?
yes, I know.
Okay. What if they disagreed about unicorns? That's why there are no unicorns here in this universe. You don't
But
know
who
that.
decide?
You don't
But
know
who
that.
decide what goes
They
between these
okay,
two?
like they have intelligence. They decided together. They said, "Hey, wait a second. We have multiple desires, multiple opinions here. You want the unicorn. I don't want the unicorn. So let's make something here, people. When we have a disagreement, let's cancel that out, okay? I mean, because we will fight about that. Let's think further. Let's discuss other things. If we agree, then let's put it there. So maybe there was going to be, real Santa Claus here. It's not here because they had a disagreement too. That's why there's no Santa Claus, or maybe that's why there are no leprechauns. Maybe they already had this disagreement. And look at the universe, Shams. There are many opposite things, right? There are stars that they start to exist, and there are stars they explode, they die. There are black holes, they suck even the light. And there are stars, they always give light, right? So these are very opposite things. Maybe there's already a disagreement going on in the universe. Maybe there are two gods. One says, hey, I want to create stars. And the other says, no, I want to create black holes because I want to destroy the stars because I don't like your stars. That's why I'm creating black holes so that black holes can suck those stars. So we see a lot of opposite things that we can suggest that, wait, maybe the gods are fighting, man. Maybe that's why maybe that's why we are dying. Maybe one god doesn't like humans. That's why he's killing the humans. That's why we die. So just because there is a disagreement, that doesn't mean nothing will happen.
You mean that if there is two sides of something, that there is a disagreement? I mean, you said there is like the stars that shine, and you said there is the black hole.
Imagine two kids. They are like playing with, like, do you know what is Lego?
Continue.
Let's suppose two kids, they're trying to make a snowman. Do you understand? Okay, so one kid says,
Continue.
hey, I wanna put the carrot for the nose, and he's putting the carrot, so it's the nose. But the other kid then say, hey, no, I don't want it, and he's taking it out, and he's putting a cucumber. Okay, and
yes.
So is this a disagreement? Yes, this is a disagreement. And how many kids we have? We have two kids, but we still have a snowman, and we had carrot first, then we got something else. So you see, like, even if there are two kids, two creators, even if there's a disagreement, still something is happening. So your argument doesn't make sense. I mean, the disagreement doesn't disprove
No, I'm just
multiple
confused.
creators.
I'm just confused because you said that because there is different things in the multiverse, that mean there is a disagreement.
Oh, why not?
I mean, if there is the moon, there is the sun, there is different elements in the multiverse and different things.
Shams, I
and
don't
everything.
understand why the hell you keep saying multiverse. What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. I am not. I mean the universe.
The universe, yeah. Okay, now it makes sense.
I'm sorry because I'm not actually a English speaker.
I'm not also. Don't worry. So, yeah, the universe.
Yes,
So
the
yeah,
universe.
there are
Yes,
multiple.
sorry.
Yeah, Shams, there are multiple things
universe.
in the
Yes.
universe, and one possible.
Everything have its unique features.
Good, very
and
good, very good.
Yes.
So this is a good argument for multiple creators. Also, maybe there are many creators. They created each things. That's why they have their own features. That they're different things, right? Maybe that's why they're different things, because there are many creators. They created, each things.
You could say that at the end, it doesn't matter if there is one or more creator.
Really?
Because at the end of the day, why do we live here?
Why do we live here? It's just a question.
Why do you live here? Everything in this multiverse dies. I mean, it does something and then dies.
Yeah, maybe.
What is
Yeah.
the cause of this multiverse to
I
exist?
already answered.
Why?
I already answered like those things. So, why
I
it's
wasn't
happening?
here.
Maybe another creature wants to destroy those things. Maybe that's why we're dying. Maybe that's why some stars are dying. Yeah, like maybe because of the disagreement.
I mean, if the creator exists, wouldn't it want to connect with us, tell us what it wants?
Maybe not.
I mean, if one creator created us, like you
Mhm.
said, like one of them wanted to create us
Mhm.
because they want to, I mean.
Yeah.
And someone else, like the second God, want us to die, yes?
Mhm.
If the first one want to create us and want us to live,
Mhm.
wouldn't that mean it want us to live according to what it want? Wouldn't
No, it
they
doesn't mean.
try to connect
No,
with us?
it doesn't follow logically, Shams. There's no such an
How?
obligation. So we also create things, but we don't intend to communicate with everything that we create. We can have
What do you
different
mean?
purposes.
When you create a computer, you give it instruction. Wouldn't that make
Instructions.
sense? Like
Instruction. Yeah, and like what
we
about painting?
create
Shams. What about painting?
painting. When you create a painting,
Like, do you give
you
instructions to
give
the
it
painting?
because it's not the painting. Why? What?
Do you give instructions to the painting?
The painting is not alive. It cannot think.
The
How do I
computer is
give
not also
instruction?
alive. The computer
But
is
we
not
alive.
alive also. The computer is not alive also. But again, Shams, there's no any.
The computer can respond to us. That the painting cannot.
That's not alive. Like we designed them like in that way. But again, like just because we create something, that doesn't mean we are supposed to communicate with those things. Like like there
Why?
can be creatures. Well, like, it's up to them. If they don't want to communicate, they're not gonna communicate. There's no such a rule.
But that doesn't make sense.
Uh,
I mean, when you
so
created
it
the
doesn't make sense
computers,
that you are saying that this is a rule. This doesn't make sense. There's no such a rule, Shams.
well, I have a question. When God created the multiverse, it had
Universe.
yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. When God created the universe, it worked like the black hole. It sucked things. It was given instruction to whatever comes its way to suck things. It does not, and sometimes throws it to the other side. It had
You don't need
instruction.
to use like the word creation like in different ways. So like yeah, if there is a creator, he can design things so that they can do other things. Yeah, that's possible, Shams. Again, that
Yes.
doesn't mean that's the case.
When
Sometimes we create things and we let them go. We don't care what they do. So
it doesn't make sense.
oh, it
Because
doesn't make
when
sense.
we
Why?
Because when we see
Why you
yes,
are telling me that
let
there's a
me
rule without proving that it's a rule? There's no such a
it's
rule,
rule
Shams.
because
It's not.
everything in this multiverse have a structure and things to do.
Universe.
Universe. In this world we exist in, everything around us had a purpose. It does something.
False.
Like the
They do
light.
something that doesn't mean that there is a purpose. That doesn't mean it is the purpose. So
Like what the purpose of the light?
God is doing things also, right? God is doing things. So that means someone instructed God. False, right? False. This is false. So just because things have properties, just because things behave in a way, that doesn't mean they have been instructed.
Bruh, one question. If you say we created the computer, when we give it instruction. I'm not saying it is alive.
Shams, why the hell you keep giving the same example? Yeah, well, I'm gonna give the same example also, because seemingly
the
we cannot.
computer, I mean,
Fuck
they're
the
like the
computer,
AI.
Shams. Like look at the painting. We create paintings also, but we do not give instructions to the paintings, and that's a good evidence that we don't have to give. We don't have
No.
to give. That's a good evidence.
No, because
That's a
the
good
humans,
evidence That's a good evidence that we don't have to give instructions to everything that we created. That's a good evidence, Shams. So answer me simply, do we give instructions to the paintings? Yes or no?
We create
Yes or
certain.
no, Shams? Do we give instructions to the paintings?
We don't give it.
Shams, yes or no? Do we give instructions to the paintings?
I'm trying to answer. Can
Shams,
you
you're
please
not.
count?
This is a yes or no question. You're not trying to answer the question.
I literally tell you no. I told
Oh,
you no
yes,
because
that's good. That's good. So that means we don't have to give instructions to everything that we created. And that's a good example. Right?
no.
You said no, we don't give instructions to the paintings, right? So that
You
means we're
asked
not
me
giving
why I'm
instructions to
going
everything
back to
that
the
we
computer.
created. Because that's something that we give instruction. That's we have two examples, Shams. Like why you're not able to differentiate those two examples. Yes.
Because the painting is not
Computers
as complex as a human.
doesn't matter. It's
Because
something
a painting,
it is something that we created. Doesn't matter like whether it's complex or not. So just because it's more complex, that doesn't mean you're supposed to give instructions to it. There's no such a
how
rule.
would a computer work if we don't give it instruction? How a painting does not need
You don't give instructions. You create things in a way. You design things in a way. Like you're not giving instructions. Like you design it, it exists, then you can give instructions. That this is the second part. The computer exists because someone designed it.
Yes, we designed it, and we give it how to instruction or how to its respond to a human, like a ChatGPT. If when we ask it a question, it answers it according to a way
And the
the designer
the
made it.
painting doesn't answer.
But the
So
painting is
Shams,
not complex.
again, doesn't matter. Like, so just because something is more complex, that doesn't mean it has to be instructed. Yes, your examples that you're giving, yes, we are instructing them. That's true. But that doesn't mean it's always the case. You cannot create a rule from one example. That's one example, and you cannot create the rule because of that example. Because I have given to you examples of things that are not instruct. For example, mountains. They're big. They're more complex than the painting. Instructions? I don't see. We can create bigger things. For example, what about like a very big statue? We just created it. No need to give instructions. We can make it like a lot of different parts, right? We can bring together many things.
You are comparing
we
a
can create
stone or unmoving thing to a human with complex feeling and mind.
And yeah, that's complex. And the statue is also complex. Doesn't matter.
How is a rock a complex thing?
There are a lot of things inside the rock. And again, I said statue, not simple rock. So we designed the statue with multiple different parts and even elements with different kind of elements. We design it, but no need to give instructions. We can do it for fun. We don't have to communicate or give instructions. So this is an example that shows you that it's not a rule. You don't have to give instructions always to everything that you created. There's no such an obligation. When you need to, when you want, yes, you can do that. Like the computers that you repeat again and again.
Okay, let me. Did you continue completed your point?
I'm silent yet. It means yes, I completed.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I will speak. I'm comparing it to the computer or like ChatGPT and AI because it is the closest thing to a human. Because humans have complex feelings and thoughts. Like when you said we make the painting, we don't need to give it instruction. Because it does not need instruction. When we make a painting, we make it because we have thoughts and feeling we put into it. and that thoughts and feelings are something complex by itself that a painting cannot do. A painting, we humans
Shams,
drive.
Shams.
Like, can I
Shams,
continue
no, you
speaking,
cannot.
please?
No, you cannot, because you keep repeating the same things. It's boring. Let me ask you new
Boring?
questions here. Yes, boring. I will ask you
How is it
new
boring?
question.
You comparing
How
a
it's
human
how it's
being with
boring?
a painting that does
How it's
not
boring?
move.
Because you keep repeating the same thing. That's why it's boring.
Okay, I will
So
move to
here's
something new.
I'm gonna move to something new. It's a new question. So if your God wants to create something more complex than humans, but without intelligence, is it possible for God to create something more complex than humans, but it doesn't have intelligence?
Yes,
Yes. So that means that
but
new
wait.
thing, that means that new thing is more complex than humans. So do you think God has to instruct that new thing?
If it has to, it had to. It has
No,
to.
no, it doesn't
That
have
it,
to.
no.
No,
I say
no one can
something?
say,
Can I
hey,
say?
God, you have to do that. No one can say that, right?
Can I ask? Can I say something?
No,
When we
I want
talked
you to think
about,
about this question, okay? So it's explaining very good that the complexity doesn't give you the obligation to communicate with. So God, if he wants, your God can create more complex things. But he doesn't. Maybe he can do it for fun or for other purposes that you don't understand, but it doesn't mean he has to instruct those things. I believe it's simple. But anyway, go on.
if it doesn't have if something doesn't have instruction, how does it work?
It doesn't work. Like God created it. It's not
Like
something
when the sun
working.
moves around, when the sun moves around in its place, something give it instruction or code in it that told it to spin around and doesn't
False.
move.
No, it doesn't work like that. Like the gravity exists, that's why it's moving. That doesn't mean it has to be
Yes.
instructed. No, that's not an instruction. It's just the consequence. You confuse what is commanded or what is causation, what is effect. You don't understand those things. So those are moving because there are reasons, there are causes. That doesn't mean they have been instructed. So if the wind,
Okay.
if like imagine the leaves of a
No, I
tree.
want to listen to you. Continue speaking.
Yeah, the leaves of the tree, when they're flying in the air because of the wind, you don't say the leaves are instructed by the wind, but what we say that the leaves just move around in the air because of the wind. This is not an instruction. Just because something is moving, that doesn't mean it has been instructed. A simple example.
Okay. Did you complete?
Why you're a very slow learner? I don't get it.
I'm sorry, because my mic is not. Wait.
Your mic was always fine to me.
No, from my point, I can't listen very well. Okay. Yes. When you talked about complex things, when we talked about how a leaf it moves, but it doesn't need instruction because the air moves it, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So it doesn't move by itself. It doesn't need instruction
No,
because it
it
knows
doesn't move by
moving by
itself.
itself.
No, it's not by itself.
We humans move by ourselves.
Shams, it's not by itself. The leaf is moving because of the wind.
Yes, that was I said. I said it moved because of the wind. It does not move by itself like
No.
humans.
Okay.
You
So
said
how
it
humans are
moved.
moving?
Humans move because of their brains, because of their consciousness to wake up every day. They choose to move, while the leaf does not choose to move. It fell, and because it fell, they move because of the air. So it's not actually two compatible things. You comparing one thing that moves not by itself with something that moves by itself.
Okay, first of all, that was not my comparison. I was just
You
trying to
said because
explain.
something moved,
Yeah. That doesn't
because
mean
you
it.
said
That doesn't mean.
because something moved by
Mhm.
itself, it does not mean it need instruction. But what you give me as an example is something that does not move by itself. It moved by the cause of something else, like the wind.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
is it comparable to
So
each other?
again, like I was just trying to explain to you, just because something moves, it doesn't mean it has been instructed.
It doesn't
And
need instruction because it's not moving by itself. It does not need instruction because something else
what?
is moving it.
Yes, something else is. That's what I said, Shams. I said it doesn't need to be instructed. Still, it can move because of something else. But that doesn't mean something else is instructing that.
We humans choose to move. The
I
leaf
was
does
not
not
like we're
choose.
not talking about even humans here.
Our
We were
talk
not
is
even talking about humans. Like they're bigger things than humans. They're not instructed also.
literally the only thing we need to talk is about humans, because
No.
humans, we are the one who actually is looking for the reason we live in, because we're looking for what some others believe is God. Everything we do, the talk we are talking now, is because we want to disprove or prove that God exists. Everything we do is because of us, of what we want to believe in or not to believe
Yeah.
in.
So what, Shams? So what?
You are comparing something that does not have a free
So
will
what?
with
So
something
what?
that
So
have a
what?
free
So
will.
what? So what, Shams?
How so what? You are literally giving me an example of something that does not have a free will, does not have
Yes.
emotion,
Exactly.
does not have
Exactly.
knowledge, does
Exactly.
not have
Exactly.
anything
Exactly.
with
Exactly.
humans. How are we
Exactly.
compatible?
Exactly, Shams. But again, you don't understand. Very simple thing. There is no obligation to give instructions to anything. No. This is not a need. This is not an obligation. This is not a rule. You can't
But
say
a
this
leaf
is a
have
rule.
instruction. A
What?
leaf have an instruction. When it
What?
grows out of the tree, it's more it built into a structure like a
Yeah,
tree.
that doesn't mean
When it grows,
that doesn't mean those are instructions. You can say there are causes, but causes are not instructions. You have to
causes.
prove that there is an instructor, but you couldn't prove a God exists in the first place. So you keep saying that, oh, like everything has instructions, right? According to your
Okay,
belief.
if there is no instruction, why is all the trees of the same type all grow to look like the same?
Because it's the property
If
of
there
that
is no
things.
instruction
Yeah.
or a code
Okay,
in
good.
it,
Shams,
how could it be that they grow?
again, you create a problem here. If there's no instructions of Allah, how Allah can do those things? So there must be someone instructing Allah to do all those things that he's doing. So you're saying that X happens, therefore someone is doing that, which is again,
But you are literally disapproving my first point when I said it.
which one?
I said that for something to create the multiverse, it should have all
Universe.
the
Shams.
knowledge, all the power, all the
False.
ability to do it. But if
Still,
it
still, that doesn't mean that's a god. It can be just a creator who has another creator.
but how can this happen?
How can
If
this
we are
happen? How can this happen? Again, there is
is
a
the start
creator
of the
for.
creator.
Yeah, like I told you, there are
What
two
is the
creators.
start?
There are two creators created that
Okay, what
creator.
is the start of these
No,
two creators?
there's no start of those creatures. Those two creators, they always existed.
This means that my point is right.
No. Oh, do you believe in two
Eh,
gods, Shams? Are you mushrik right now?
Okay.
You are
You
not,
said there
right?
is. Yes. Okay.
Yes?
To have the
Please.
power and all the knowledge it needs for them to create something. We
Your
said
question doesn't
that
make
these
any sense.
creators do not have a creator, that
Yes.
they already existed, that
Yes.
they do not need something to create them because they already existed from the
That's true.
start.
Yeah, that's true. I believe you can
Yes,
easily
that
understand
is
that.
what, yes, that is what we agreed on. We don't know if there is one or two, but we know that they're all something that always existed.
Oh, two
These
things.
two
No, two things. Yeah.
yes, that according to what you believe.
Hmm. So do you
Yes,
see the
because
problem?
we cannot prove if there is two God or one God.
Yeah, but yet you believe that
Yes,
there's one God.
yes. This you believe you believe there is two gods, but I believe there's one. But it doesn't matter
Oh,
because
it
our
matters.
point is
Shams, it
that
matters. It
that
matters.
they
It proves you that you don't have any good arguments to prove even one God, one creator.
no,
So
it does not matter
X
because
exists because it has a creator, it's already fallacious, and you want to stop it by,
but you
special
cannot
pleading.
prove that there is one God or two gods.
Yeah, I
You
cannot
cannot
prove anything.
it,
That's why I don't believe in anything, right? I don't believe that
but
there's
it
one
doesn't
God.
matter
I don't believe that
because
there are two gods. I don't believe that there's
listen a
no God.
second.
I don't believe in those things. That's why, because I don't know. That's the reason. But you believe that there's one God and that's all. Oh, okay, we're done. That's all. You don't know. You just believe. You don't have any
We
good
do not
evidence.
know. According to you, we don't know if there is two God or one God, but we believe that there is something that always existed. That
Universe.
thing, it doesn't matter if it's a universe, if it's
Really?
God, if it is anything. It
Really?
mattered that it had always
Okay, Shams,
everything
if
needed.
something always existed, that means it's a God?
It do, it always exists. We call it a God.
Really?
We call it a God.
Okay, let me
But
let me make it more clear for you. Let's suppose there's something always existed. It's outside of this universe, but this thing, like has a lot of energy inside, but it doesn't have intelligence. It doesn't have agency. It
how
cannot
can
think.
something without intelligence create something
It
with
didn't create. No, it
intelligence?
didn't create. It
That
didn't. It
doesn't make
didn't.
sense.
Shams. It didn't create anything. That's not what I said. Please focus on.
You said
I
that
didn't.
something existed,
Yes.
but that thing it could not
Shams.
have intelligence.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, this thing doesn't have any intelligence.
How
So
could something with no intelligence create something with intelligence?
Shams, you're getting excited, and that's why
Oh, I'm
now you
sorry.
understand me less than previously. Okay,
Uh,
I didn't say that thing created the universe. I never said that. I even tried to fixed your mistake, but you were not listening. So that thing didn't create our universe, but it exists. It exists always. And it doesn't have intelligence. It has a lot of power inside, but it doesn't have intelligence. Do
how
you want to
can
call
you
it God?
prove that it? How can you
No.
prove?
Stop. My question answered my question. Do you want to call it God?
I cannot call something with no intelligence or
You see?
ever with.
So just because something always exists, that doesn't mean it has intelligence. And that doesn't mean it even caused the universe. But it might exist because you believe that something can always exist. You don't know what, but you believe that there must be. And there can be multiple things that
I
always
actually
existing.
can
You don't know
prove it.
that also.
Actually, I can prove it.
You can prove what?
I can prove that the thing that existed, that you say could not have intelligence, actually have intelligence.
You don't know that.
I know
There's no such a rule,
because
Shams.
no.
It didn't create
Listen,
anything. How do you
it
know
can,
what it has?
it has because I can look at what it created.
Shams, oh my
Because
fucking God. I'm tired, Shams. How many
okay,
times should I say it didn't create the universe? How many times? It didn't create
Who
the
created?
universe.
If it didn't
Okay,
create the universe, who created?
two other creators who always existed also, they created the universe.
You mean they do not have the energy? Something else have the energy?
No, they
But
have also energy, but
you said
sometimes they are taking energy from that thing. Because sometimes it's not enough for
so.
them.
You said first that they two existed, two gods existed, and they had everything needed to create the multiverse. Now you say they two gods existed, but they didn't have the power to create the universe.
It didn't
They
have the
took the
all
power.
power.
They took the power from something else.
Please, carefully. I didn't say those two gods, they don't have power. I didn't say that. They have power, but sometimes they need more. When they need more, they're taking power from that other thing. But whatever. But do you see like how many religions we can create without,
So, so now we
proving
are
it?
going back to the point where you say that this religion or that religion cannot prove that their God is the right thing. That is what you're trying to say.
Like not only your religion, you don't have any good argument to prove that there's even one creator.
It doesn't matter if there is one creator or two.
It matters.
Matter.
So like either God exists or God doesn't exist.
You said it does not matter, and then you say it doesn't matter. First you said that if there is two God, and then I said if these two God disagree. That does not mean the universe will not be created. Isn't that right?
I'm even tired. It feels like you're just repeating. Like, can you repeat this one at least?
No.
Like I couldn't
You said
listen.
it by yourself. If there is
Say
two
what?
kids, if you said if there is two kids
Mm-hmm.
and there is a snowman, one of them is wanted to put a carrot,
Uh-huh.
and the other one wanted to put like I don't remember
I said
what you said.
cucumber.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
At the end, there will always be something that be created. You said that they will put their differences aside and they will create something. So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, something was created.
Yeah, and even when they disagree, yeah, that's what I said. So that was an argument for telling you to show you that, like, if there are multiple creatures, and if they don't have creatures, even if they have disagreements, that doesn't mean they cannot create something. So, but your argument was saying, hey, there can't be multiple things, or there can't be something if there are multiple beings. And which is a fallacious assumption because like logic doesn't follow here. Like things, well, we have disagreements, but still we can do things. We can create things. So if there are other intelligent beings, many, even if they have disagreements, that doesn't mean they cannot create anything. And that was a simple one.
Okay, we are just running around in a circle.
The
sum of this. No, listen, just a sec. The sum of what all we talk about is that there is. I don't know how many beings are there, but the sum of is that there always something that existed that did not need a creator for it.
Okay, and I made another.
That is the sum
example.
of everything we said.
Yes, but you're like
Yes.
let's give the detail here. So, if something always exists, that doesn't mean it has intelligence. That doesn't mean it has.
It doesn't matter
desires.
if it has intelligence or not, or
It
if
matters.
it goes.
It matters.
You
because
said
if
it does not matter.
No.
You said it.
Okay, it matters for you because if it's not intelligent, you don't call it God. That's what you said also.
Yes, because you said that it is not the one who created the multiverse.
If
You
there's
said
no
that
God,
two gods created.
Shams. Let's eliminate gods right now. Okay, I hear your sister right now. She's very loud.
Mariam.
Mariam.
Wait a sec. Thank you. Listen, just a sec.
Waiting. Okay. It's 2 hours and
Okay.
probably we're going with 1
Okay, I'm back.
hour.
Thank you. Yes. I said that
She
they
doesn't give a
think
shit
that
about what I'm saying here. Yeah, she doesn't
I
care.
remember what I said. I said that
I'm
that
not
thing
talking to you,
that
Shams.
existed, that thing that always existed,
She doesn't care about that
it
one
was
also.
not the one who created the multiverse. The two gods who are the one who created the multiverse they are the one who made the structure. They are the one who designed it everything. So who should I follow? The two gods or the two gods who created and designed everything, or the one who always existed but did not do anything but give some power?
Okay, follow which one you want. That's not my thing here. But you see, now you find yourself following 2 gods.
It
That's what
doesn't
I was
matter who
trying
I
to.
follow.
It doesn't matter. It matters.
In this
It matters.
imaginary scenario, in this
Imaginary
imaginary
scenario
scenario,
also works, right? You believe that the universe has structure, complexity, therefore someone did it. And logic says, okay, there can be 2 intelligent beings who did it.
okay,
Or your belief says, hear me out, this one is important. You believe that something can exist always without a creator. Then now we can even eliminate those creators because you don't need a creator for something to exist. Maybe universe always exists and you don't need a creator. Voila. So this is a new religion without a creator. But you're saying, oh, no, in that case, the universe is God. No, I disagree. I mean, probably you even disagree. Yes, there are things in the universe, they happen. And why they happen? Oh, because it happens. That's it. This is just fact. It happens that what you observe in the existence, this is the property. Things happen. Can you say that for those things to happen, there must be awareness, intelligence? No, you can't say that. Things happen in many different ways in this universe. You can't say those things have causes that they're intended. It doesn't follow. So if the universe doesn't have a creator, if the universe doesn't have intelligence, now we're not talking about any God. Okay. Yeah, welcome, Al. Gaxi.
okay, okay. We go back to the structure. If you say that there is two gods, and these two gods exist with something other than that, but that thing does not have intelligence. The one that have intelligence are the two gods. The two gods,
We
for
already
the
moved on,
example.
Shams. I don't understand. You keep forgetting, like, even the conversation. We moved. Why you want to repeat the same thing?
I'm not going back to repeat the same thing.
You just did it. You just did it. Hey, Paul, welcome.
Okay, my family entered the room, so I will not be able to continue because of the noises.
I see that.
Yes, but at the end, I'm saying if there is two gods or even four gods, wouldn't they want us to know? They want us to know that they existed?
Shams. Either they want or they don't want. Shams, you are not the one who is deciding what they are supposed to do. Okay? You are not their gods. According to your belief, you are the creation of them, and you are not the rule giver to them. You can't say that, hey, gods, if you created us, then you're supposed to talk to me, talk to us. No, Shams, it's not you. I don't think you have the right to say that to your gods. If your gods don't care about humanity, then maybe they're not going to talk to us.
The question is, how can you disprove that what we got, like
Oh, it's
Islam
not my
or
job. It's
is
not my
not
job.
them connect? Yes, Islam is not them connecting us.
It's not my job to disprove your God, okay? But here's what I'm trying to do. We can have many different opinions about what might be happening or what might happen. So that tells that you don't have very good evidence to say that, oh, this is the truth. There are a lot of possibilities out there. I don't know which one is true.
Okay, I do not. It's not your job to disprove whether what I got in Islam is wrong or right, or if it is from God. What I'm saying is, when you said it is not a rule for God to instruct us, give us
Yeah, that's not a rule.
instruction. Yes, if it does connect us, if it does, if
Doesn't
it
matter.
does connect us, how do we know which how do we know that they did instruct us? How do we know? Yes, if they choose to instruct us,
Okay, if
what
they
kind of
choose.
instruct? Yes, if they
I don't care
choose.
about if questions, Shams. If they choose means also if they didn't choose. So you don't know whether they have chosen or not. So then there's no need to talk about it. Okay.
You focusing on the possibility. You are
Uh-huh.
focusing on the possibility that they didn't choose to instruct us.
No. I want to focus
No,
on. I want to focus on. I want to focus
when I
on
said,
that there's no rule here, Shams.
yes,
Maybe they chose, maybe they didn't. If they chose to connect you, there'll be instructions that try to connect you in the possible ways. But just because you find some instructions that they connect you, that doesn't mean those are the instructions of God. I see that your religion has instructions that you think that they connect people. Even if this is true, that doesn't mean those instructions are coming from a God.
yes, I understand what you're saying.
Very good.
And I understand, yes. But the question is, at the end of the day, if God choose to instruct us and it gave us instruction, and there is millions of religion, how do we know that this religion is the right instruction of God?
Okay, first of all, you can say that these are right instructions because it's connecting us, but that doesn't mean the instructions are coming from a God, Shams.
What I am saying is, if God has the power to do everything, and it chose to instruct us, in your perspective, what is the way that God will
It's not
deliver this
important, Shams.
instruction for us?
It's not important. I don't want to entertain those if scenarios. Like, again, it can be,
But
the
all your
logical
arguments are
Shams. My argument shows that there are many possible, scenarios out there, and I just made my case, and you even accepted two gods in the end of our conversation. Right now, you want to entertain. What if my religion is true? Yeah, Shams, maybe your religion is true. No need to waste a lot of time on it. But the problem is, you are not able to prove that your religion is true, even if when you follow your book, oh, it's helping you, oh, it's working. That doesn't mean it's coming from a God. That's the problem. So you cannot understand which one is coming from who. So do you think humans cannot give right instructions?
Can you repeat your question?
Do you think humans cannot give right instructions to other humans?
That is depend.
The answer
instruction
is
they
yes,
give.
Shams. We can give the right instructions based on our purpose. For example, you said connecting people, right? There are people who connect other people, and they're very experienced about that. And how they do it? They give the right instructions. So now we are looking at two examples. where a human being can connect people, and the other example is God is connecting people with the right instructions. If
Yes.
the result is the same, and
There is
if the result
millions of religion.
shams, if the result is the same, which is the connecting part, but the subjects are different, or one of them is human, the other is God, how do you know which one is connecting?
Yes. First, I will have to actually read it and actually see what it has to prove it, because all some religion, how they say
Forget
they
the other
have
religions.
a
Go to
way
your
to
religion.
prove it.
So,
Okay, I will go to Islam.
what's your way of
I will go
proving
to Islam.
that there is a God?
How did they will have some evidence? I will ask you just a sec.
Okay. Oh, you also wait me just a second. But wait a second.
Yes.
I think I need like 2-3 minutes
Yes.
break. So I hope
You could take a
Julie,
rest if you want.
or
I don't
Pal,
mind.
I'll come back after 5 minutes. So
Yes.
you guys are free, people? Julie,
It's
Pal,
okay.
Shams, please stop. I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so
Julie here?
Okay, Julie seemingly busy. Are you busy also, Paul?
No, I just want to make sure the mic's okay.
Your mic is okay, so I'll be
Okay.
back.
Is it
Thank you
good
so
right now?
much.
Because there's a little wind right now. Is it fine right
No,
now?
I don't hear the vent, but it's very
Okay,
good.
okay, okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry, the young lady that was just talking, do you want to talk to me?
It's okay. I will wait. But if you want, we could talk if you want.
Yeah, I guess like you were saying that you could find proof in all of these religions, but what
Yeah.
information do you have? Yeah, what information do you have about God that you can make these sorts of, investigations of these different religions? Because I don't have any background about God, so I don't know if God would deliver a message in the first place.
Like I said, wouldn't the religion that claim to have God should have evidence or something to prove it from God? Because we cannot know if it's from God or not. We need evidence or something for it to prove that it is the right one. Wouldn't
Right.
that
So
be right?
how do we determine what the evidence would be in the first place?
Yes. Yes. From what we know, first, God should have the knowledge of everything. Wouldn't that be right?
Well, what's that presupposition based off of?
Based off the everything that around us, because everything around us move with a purpose. It has its own, like the DNA of a human. It's not random. It have a code in it, and every code is different, and every code is related to each other. This is
Yeah,
why
but
I think
even if I grant that, I still don't understand how we know that he would have all knowledge.
the God have the knowledge. Like when Muhammad said this in the book of Quran, describe how the fetus is created without even having an X-ray. How do they do that? How did they
Well,
know
they
how?
they well they knew how they knew about fetuses back then.
I'm talking about the way the fetus grow. We needed X-rays for us to know how that happened. But for them,
No, I don't think so. You
Muhammad,
could you could just slice open a body and try to figure it out. Plus, they bred animals and all that kind of stuff. So I think they had an understanding of what a fetus in the process was.
I don't think. Wait a sec. My PC is going to die.
No worries.
Just a sec. Yes. Uh, there is a lot of examples in the Quran of knowledge that cannot be attained from someone who was, how do I say it, a shepherd. taking care of sheep.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I personally don't believe that. I've gone through these like so many times, and I just don't think that's true. But I'll just grant that. Let's just say that is true. Okay, so just for the sake of argument, let's just say that is true. That the Quran contains information that nobody at the time could have possibly have known. Well, what's the argument then that it came from God?
Because at the start of our talk, we said for something to create the multiverse, the universe, I'm sorry, for something to create, for God to create the universe, it should have first the power, the knowledge, and the ability to do it. It cannot, we cannot create, like, for example, a table without the knowledge for us to know how to create it. We cannot create a computer without
Right,
the knowledge to do so.
right, but I could create a table, right? And I may create it like incorrectly in a sense. Like somebody else may know how to perfect it better, but that doesn't mean that I have all knowledge about the table. You know, for example, like I may not know how many meters the table is, or how many meters the table leg is, just because I made the table. I don't know all of the things that are contained in the table. But even still, like, you know, let's just, like I said, we'll just grant like that they had all this information. How do we know? Because people have other beliefs about things like fortune tellers and people who could see into the future. Um, you know, why wouldn't like those people, like maybe there's some sort of information that people have in their brains that we just don't know about, that are able to like talk about things that people didn't know at that time.
So you are saying that there is humans with supernatural power or knowledge?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say supernatural power, but you know, maybe there's aliens, maybe there's people who can travel into time. I mean, there's so many possibilities here. I just don't understand like why we should assume that it was the creator of the universe. It was God. That's the individual that provided that information.
Okay, okay. When I said that you, for example, when you created the table, what do you need to create the table? Wouldn't you need for the start to know shapes? For example, if you wanted to, in your brain, you wanted to make a round table, wouldn't you know first try for your brain to know what is a round table? Something round. So you had basic knowledge. But for you to build the table, you need tools, and the strength to do so. So you needed two things: knowledge and ability to do something, to do it. First the knowledge, and then the power. When I said that God knows
Tools. Don't forget
everything,
you said tools. Don't forget you said tools as well.
we can't create something without tools. That is what I'm talking about.
Right, but God did. Like you think that God created things without tools, right?
No. How can God create tools without materials?
Well, okay, I'm just trying to understand your
Something that
what you're saying.
existed.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little confused here. You're saying that God had tools that he used to create the universe?
For example, I said that God is not like us. God, we
And
don't
so,
know. It's not a human. It's not a human.
okay, then maybe you
It
can help
some
me understand the table analogy. Then maybe I'm not
Yes.
understanding it correctly.
Yes. Let's first start with the knowledge. We said that for us to create, for example, any table, like a round table, first our brain need is around. What is something round? That is the first thing. The second thing, it's for us to have the tools for it. Wouldn't we need, like, what do you use
Yeah,
to
with
cut
saws
wood?
and screwdriver.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, saws. This is the second thing. that we need. The third thing is the ability. We can't create something without our hands, or like without something to help us craft something. Isn't that right? For us to use these tools.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about. God first has the knowledge for it, and then has the ability for it, and the ability, and then the materials for it. It's all combined into one, because God is everything combined into one. Whether it was good, evil, whether
Okay, well,
good,
how the
was
hell, how
power.
the hell we open the preaching mode, people? Hi,
Was that where
Shams.
we were going?
So,
I guess
so
I was having trouble with that analogy. It wasn't making a lot of sense to me, but if you want to take over, Phil, that'd be great.
okay. I'm taking it because I'm not okay with preaching. You know that. So
I'm not preaching.
you
I'm
are
just
preaching.
giving.
You keep telling what is your God. That's preaching.
No, we are not preaching. We are going in an
Go
imaginary scenario
imaginary
that if
scenario.
God, yes, if we're not preaching any God, we are saying that if this God existed, or two gods, it
Mhm.
first it should have, for example, like you said, a power for them to
Okay,
create
gods
something.
have power, knowledge,
Yes,
and all
and
necessary things to
knowledge,
create things. Okay,
and
so
the
what?
ability,
And
and the
then
ability
so
to
what?
do
So
that.
what? So what? So what? Shams, you keep repeating the same thing. So what?
You were not here for the first conversation. This is
Really?
related. This is related to something I said before.
What did you say exactly?
What I said, if a God, like for example, want us, like we talked about the religion, and how do they prove that they are the right thing?
Yeah, how?
Yes. Wouldn't they have evidence for us to know that they are the right
Okay,
connection from God?
right
They
connection
should
from God.
have more connections, the evidence or something for us to convince us
Yeah.
that they are the
Okay.
right
Okay. Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. Tell me.
Because we
Tell
have millions.
Shams. Quran says that. Let's talk about Quran. Not millions. Just only Quran. So Quran says that there is a God. There is an afterlife. So what is the
Yes,
evidence for that?
wouldn't evidence first
What's the evidence?
for us to know, wouldn't, like we said, that God have the knowledge for everything, and how it's made, and how it's going to grow and become. Isn't that right?
First of all, you are supposed to prove a God exists. You are not assuming
We
God
are
here.
talking about a hypothesis. Like if
No, we are talking about proving the claims of the Quran. So what
let
is
me
the claim?
continue.
God exists. Then
Let
you're saying, oh,
me
let's assume God exists. This is illogical, Shams. You can't do that. So
you
you
are
can't
not
assume the
letting
very
me
thing
continue
that, yes,
talking.
I'm not, because you are trying to assume the thing that you are
I'm not
supposed to
assuming.
prove.
I'm
You
talking
are.
about a logical proof.
It's
How
not.
can someone who work in sheep know about something in the future? That
Okay,
doesn't make
good. Very good.
sense.
So that means you believe in something false. Most likely he was not a shepherd, but most likely he was someone well educated, at
No,
that time.
he was not well
You
educated.
don't know
I
that.
read
You
about his
don't know.
past.
You don't know
I
that.
read about his past.
I
His
don't
past
care.
came.
I don't care if you read or not. That doesn't mean what you read is true. That's all we are trying to do it here, right? I'm asking
Okay.
you, how
Okay.
can you prove what you read is true? And you're saying, oh, because I read it. This is
No, I
circular
didn't say
reasoning.
that.
Yes, you
I'm
said that.
saying
So first
that
of all, just
the
because you read the life of Muhammad, that doesn't mean that's true.
it's not about the life. It's about the science. How
It's
do
not
they know something that it's
simple.
needed
They
years
talk
for
they
us to
talk to
know?
they talk to people who know something. That's how they know those things. So do you read Quran?
But it's
You're a good Muslim. Are you reading Quran?
that it is
Shams, are you reading
right
Quran?
later years.
Shams, are
How
you
do
reading
they know
Shams? Are
something from the past? Continue.
Why should I continue if you don't care?
Because you are not listening to me. You're just cutting me
Yes,
off.
yes, I am, because you're not making sense at those times.
You are not even letting me continue my point. Just cutting me off.
When you start a really bad point, when it's very obvious, yeah, that's why I'm cutting you off, because I heard the same sentences
It's
thousands
not
of
letting me
times.
continue my speech.
Yeah, and I'm
talk.
explaining. You see, like you're not even listening carefully. I'm cutting you off because I heard the same things thousands of times before, and that's why I'm trying to save a lot of time here. So how someone knows something, they can know things in many different ways. But what you were trying to do?
You are literally moving the stock.
Mute. You're the
You're
one
not
who's
letting me continue my talk.
I was fucking speaking here. You didn't let me speak. Don't teach me how to talk.
Okay, I'm not teaching, but can you let me at least
Not
continue
that
my
one.
point?
Not that one.
You are
Not
not
that
even
one.
letting me continue.
Not that one. Not that one.
Bruh,
It doesn't make any sense already, okay? So here's the thing. How do you know what you read is true? You read the life of Muhammad, you believe it's true. How do you know it's true?
Let me at least, but let me continue what I'm going to say.
I'll mute you. You gonna answer that question, or you want to say something else?
Just asking a question and not letting me explain.
I'll mute you. Do you want to answer the question that I'm asking, or you just want to talk randomly? The answer is yes. I want to answer that question you're asking. No, I want to speak randomly. Now you can answer the question.
How my talk is random?
Do you want to answer my question? Yeah, it is like this,
Okay,
random. You're proving
what is
that
your
you're speaking
question?
randomly. You're not listening.
Okay, what is your question?
My question, how do you know?
Continue. What is your question?
How do you know?
How could
How do you
I
know?
improve?
Oh my fucking God. You're saying ask your question and you're not letting me ask even the question. How come?
You said, how do you prove what you read is right?
Yeah, what you read about Muhammad is right. How do you know that?
Because what he said is later proven right
Which
by
one?
literally
Which one?
scientists.
For example, give me one example.
For example, he in the Quran is what describe exactly in details how a fetus was made,
False.
and it
That's a
was
false
later
claim.
proven.
Shams, I'm gonna mute you. That's false. You are saying false things. First of all, embryology.
You can go and read it by yourself.
Okay, Shams.
I'm not talking.
I know Quran better than you know, so maybe you should go read again and again to learn more than I know.
Tell me the
So
ayah
Shams,
that
I'll
talk about
mute
the
you.
fetus.
I'm gonna mute you. Okay, so the thing is, you're saying false things, and I'm trying to correct those false things. First of all, embryology wasn't explained in detail in the Quran. That's the first thing that you should learn. The Quran is not even talking about the ovaries, the eggs of the female. It skips the entire topic here. It's a huge gap. Why? Because they didn't know how it works exactly. What they did, they copy pasted what Greeks said about the same topic 7 centuries before Muhammad. They just copy pasted. That's why it looks like what they said, and that's that why like they didn't know it correctly, because they didn't have the enough knowledge or the technology to know those things. That's why like the most important things were missing, and they also said something false. For example, Quran says about one stage as the blood clot. This is unscientific. There is no such a stage about embryology. This is also false. So we have one false thing and one missing subject. So that means Quran is not explaining embryology correctly. Also,
tell me the ayah that talks about the fetus and how it grows.
Also fucking detail. It's not explaining. We have evidence for that. Tell me where
You
Quran.
said
Tell me, Shams,
that you know the Quran better than me.
where? Oh, you're pissed off by that? Yeah, I'm sure I know the Quran better than you know.
No, I'm
So
talking
show
that
me,
you
show
said
me, show me, show me where in the Quran about embryology it mentions the eggs of the female. Give me the words. Give me the words. I mute people when they claim false things, Wong said. Because people tend to claim those things again and again for a long time without giving good evidence. So they claim that embryology is explained in detail with the details that they didn't know at that time, which is false. I did the same things they were mentioned before Muhammad. So that's reality. So the Quran is not saying something new. It is saying something has been already mentioned in other nations. This is the reality. The second reality, the Quran that doesn't have good details about embryology. We have evidence for that. What is the evidence? Like, again, the ovaries are missing in the Quran, which is very important about the embryology. So that is the proof that it's not in detail. Ovum, yeah. So, and the other thing that shows that Quran doesn't know it properly, which is it's talking about blood clot, about one stage of embryology. So, yeah, these are the evidences that it cannot be coming from someone who created the human body. Is that a question? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, study it. Shams, please study it.
okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the ayah. But first
No need
question,
to. No
do you
need to.
know, since you know the Quran better than me, tell me what ayah is
I
the one
know.
that talks
I
about.
know. I know the Quran better than you.
Okay, tell me which ayah
Do you want to
that
make?
talk about
Do you want to
the
make a
growing of
test?
the fetus.
I will ask you 10 questions about Quran. You will ask me 10 questions about the Quran.
Okay, the first question.
Really? Really?
The first
Really, you're
question.
going to do that? Don't be childish. Come on. So show me where the Quran speaks about ovum.
Okay.
Show me.
Let me tell you about how it's talking.
I know how Quran is talking about embryology. Please don't repeat the same things. We have lost her. Maybe it's for some good. Mm. Uh, anyway. It mentions only sperm. That shows how ignorant God was. And here's the thing. Believers, this is for believers. So our sister is claiming that Quran mentions about embryology in detail. So the Quran also says that sperm came from between backbone and the ribs. But anyway, so you're supposed to talk about sperm if you're talking about embryology, right? And well, what about like sperm? Like what they were seeing, it was just, a lot of sperms together, millions of sperm together. And where's the detail in the Quran about that? Only one sperm among millions just is successful, right? And This is very important and it's very interesting. Where is that? If Quran is in detail, at least this information should be there. But it's not. It is not. I don't know. I think we have lost her. Oh, she's back. Yeah, for the people on YouTube, still like our link is available there. And okay, we have enough likes. Thanks for the likes, people. Thanks for that. And yep. Oh yeah, let me tell. Tomorrow we have a movie day. We will be watching a movie at these times. So most likely we will start earlier than this time, whatever your time is. But yeah, we will be watching. I'm gonna share the link through the YouTube. If you catch it, you can join with the link and we'll be watching which movie? A Beautiful Mind. I learned that some of our atheist fellows, they didn't see it. And yeah. And yeah, that will be a movie day, night, morning, whatever. So yeah, all people are welcome. You don't have to be an atheist to watch a movie, okay?
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Should I continue?
Yeah. And should we
Yes.
listen?
How
to
did
that
they
Quran?
know that how did they know that first meat is going to be created and then that bones create blood? How did they know that bones are the one that create blood?
Oh my god. Oh my god. How they didn't know about ovum? How they didn't know about ovum? Why are you not answering my questions? How they didn't know about ovum in the Quran? If this is God, why
That
a
first
very
it's
important
because
thing? Why very important things are missing in the Quran about embryology? You claim that Quran speaks about embryology in detail. Then why, first, it's missing very important things, and why, second, it is copy pasting what Greek people said
how
7
is it
centuries
copy
before,
pasting?
because they said the similar things. They said the similar things, and with the same mistakes.
We are talking
With the same
of
mistakes.
someone who lived in a desert, literally taking
False.
care of sheep.
False. False. He had friends from different nations. So how come a shepherd can have a foreign
He did not.
friend?
You are lying.
Oh, so Shams, now you're proving that.
I read his life.
Shams. Now you're
I read his
proving.
life and history.
Okay, yeah, you read stories, but you don't read the Quran. You're proving that you don't know about the Quran, and that was my
I
claim.
literally read
I know
Quran and
I know the
history.
Quran better than you know. So go check Quran where disbelievers say, "Hey, Muhammad, it's not you, man. You're not writing this book. It's your friend who's telling you those things." So this isn't the Quran. And what Quran
This
says?
is my point.
No.
God,
Stop.
Muhammad.
Stop.
Oh my God.
What Quran says? Quran says, "Hey, idiots, come on." His friend is not telling those things to him. He's not even native Arabic speaker. Oh, okay. So he's not an Arabic speaker. So that means he's someone who is not Arab. He's a foreign friend. So Shams, that was my claim. And you said you're lying. This is in the Quran, my sister.
I am talking. This is one example.
Why the hell you said you're
This
lying?
is. You
I was
said
not lying.
that no Nabi Muhammad was educated, but he was not.
Okay.
Nabi Muhammad didn't know even how to read.
So how did you know all of that? When
That's
he
Shams,
someone
please,
who
please.
knows how
If I was a believer, I wouldn't insult my prophet. I wouldn't insult.
I
You're
didn't insult
insulting
him.
your prophet
He
right now.
even Nabi Muhammad says that he
Okay,
didn't know how to read.
according to your belief, Nabi Muhammad must be so stupid. Please don't insult your prophet.
You are the one who insulted
No,
me.
you are. You are. You're saying that Muhammad was so stupid that
I'm not.
he couldn't learn how to read and write while an angel was talking to him, sending book to him, and even saying Iqra, which means read, Muhammad. This is the first, the command. The first sentence of the Quran, the first word of the Quran says, read, Muhammad. Oh, wait a second. Hey, Angel, come on. Like, are you drunk? I don't know how to read and write. How can you say read to me? Oh, sorry, man. I mean, we forgot. We didn't know how, like that, you don't know how to read and write. So let me check. Let me fix this. No, they didn't fix it. They said read. And to me, it's very suspicious. You believe that Muhammad didn't know how to read and write. So that means God also didn't know that
And
Muhammad.
Nabi Muhammad.
So that
and
means
Na- Nabi Muhammad.
even the God didn't know that Muhammad was not able to read and write. Why?
He knows,
No,
and that
he
is why
doesn't.
he chose him.
No, he doesn't.
Because
He
someone
doesn't.
without knowledge.
If I know that you are not able to speak Chinese, I wouldn't say speak in Chinese to me. I wouldn't say that. Why? Because I know that you're not able to. So it's so stupid to say to you that speak in Chinese to me. No, don't say that because you don't know Chinese. So don't say read if you know that the person cannot read. Does it make sense to you? But anyway, let's suppose this is true. He didn't know. Then
I know he didn't
was
know how to
yeah,
read.
yeah. No, you don't know that.
And
You believe
he
in God.
and in the ayah, Nabi Muhammad even said that ma ana biqari. This means that he told the angels that he is not a reader. He does not know how to read.
Where in the Quran?
You know the Quran better than me, shouldn't
Oh,
you know?
no. Please show me the words. Like well, we are talking about the
Okay,
first
I will read
chapter.
for you.
The first
I will read
chapter.
for
The
you
first chapter.
from Arabic.
No,
I will read
not
for
Arabic.
you from.
Give me the chapter
Let me
number.
continue. Let me continue.
Give
I
me
will
the
read
chapter.
for you.
Give me the chapter number and the verse number.
Okay, I will give you the chapter
Yeah.
and the number.
Do you know do you know the name of the chapter?
Surah Iqra.
There is no such a surah. You see, you don't know the Quran. There is no such a surah in the Quran. You're embarrassing yourself. The chapter's name is Alaq. It's 96. But it was the first
It
chapter
appeared to
according
me now.
Oh, what?
Because
What?
in Arabic we call it Surah Iqra, but in that book it's called Alaq. I'll read for
That's
you.
also Arabic.
And I know,
Yeah.
but when we
read
talk
it to
about
me.
it,
Like read it to me.
we go by
Where
the
Muhammad
first word.
says, yeah, where Muhammad says, no, I cannot read. Just read the words to me.
I'll read for you.
God, like sister, you are tough, but like a stone. That's not cool. Just give the verse number. I'm gonna share it with other
Iqra.
people also.
Let me read it for you.
No, give me the verse number. Where Muhammad says, I don't know how to read. Give me the verse number. 96. Which verse? You're searching it right now. You don't know it.
I am reading it.
Don't read. Give me the verse number.
Let me read it in Arabic so I know which one.
Okay, I'll mute you. Raise your hand when you find the verse. Too boring. Muslims are the ones, they insult their own prophets for some reasons, I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. And our stream is nearly 3 hours so far, people. So, yeah, tomorrow we're not streaming. We will be watching a movie, as just I said earlier. And yeah, for the people who wants to join, I'm gonna share the link tomorrow. Yeah, I hope we don't have any problem. And I hope, hey Paul, like, is there any change in the plan? Or what about Phantom?
I should be good to go unless I get called into a meeting or something like that. But yeah, tomorrow
Okay.
I'm at home. So
Julie, what about you? You'll be free at these times?
There's no telling, Phil. Maybe. I hope so.
Okay, okay.
we need you to clear your schedule, Julie, for us. We'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's enough time for our sister to find what she was claiming in the Quran. Sister? Okay. Oh, like I'm really tired. I will find it by myself. I'll read it. Okay. Read, with the name of your God, he created humans from alaq. And your God is wise. He's the one who's teaching with the pen. He was teaching the people what they didn't know, but still these people are not appreciating. Just because he thought that it was enough, but yet you're gonna return to your God. Did you see that person who's stalling you? And also the person who's supporting? And did you see, what if he's on the right path? What if he is commanding for the wisdom or for the goodness? Or did you see the one who was saying, no, no, it's not true, and the person was not caring about him? And like, doesn't he know that God knows everything? No, 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 it's not like that. If he really insists we're gonna catch him, we're gonna catch the one who is lying and who's doing the wrong things. Let them call their helpers, and we're gonna call the what are they called? I don't know the word in English, Zabani, but these are the guardians of the hell. And no, no, it's not like that. Don't obey him, just approach. So these are the 19 verses of the first chapter of the Quran, the chapter which starts with read. And there is nothing like that what she mentioned here. But she was saying, she was making up a story. And it doesn't exist. I read the whole chapter here. Did you hear anything that Muhammad says, oh, no, 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 Angel, I don't know how to read? Did you hear something like that, Paul?
No, no.
No, there's no such a conversation. It's not even conversation. It's nothing like that. She doesn't know that.
Do you know like this you know, like in this verse where it talks about the supposed whatever we were talking about a second ago,
Embryology. No, this is not.
embryology.
No, like
Is it like okay?
Yeah, like the same word alak, like the you know the liquid or whatever that they translate. Yeah, it's mentioned here, but yeah, like the embryology part is a different chapter.
Is the embryology part you know, it what do you know like what's going on when they mention that? Is that like them saying, hey, look, I've got like information nobody would know here,
No,
you
not
know,
like
or is
that.
it like some sort of metaphor or something?
No, it's not like metaphor. There's like you know, like there are many chapters where so-called God is explaining things to humanity. So it's something like that. Like it's
I
talking
see,
about
okay.
creation. So, for example, they say, "Don't you look at the creation? We created the stars. We created the heavens, and blah 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 blah." So, yeah, it's something like that.
I see, okay.
Okay,
Hello?
sister is back. So, sister, why we're lying about chapter Alak, chapter, you know, Ikra?
Yes. I mean, I'm sorry. The ما أنا بقارئ, I'm not a reader, is a story from his life.
Oh, you see. Now, who knows Quran better?
Yes. What I have to prove that the Nabi Muhammad did not know how to write is
That's what
from
you believe. Yeah.
from Surah Al-A'raf.
Yeah, that's
Do you
also
know it?
false. That's also false. Yeah, the word ummi in those chapters, you translate it as illiterate. But if you read the chapter, probably you're not reading the chapter. When you read the chapter, it doesn't mean someone who doesn't know how to read and write. That's not the meaning. But Arabs later on, they gave that meaning. That's the way that they translated. That doesn't mean it's true. And how you can understand it by just reading the Quran. Read the chapter, you'll understand, hey, wait a second. It doesn't literally means illiterate. It's speaking about the previous religions and saying that, oh, Muhammad didn't know about those religions. So like you can translate it as ignorant, but you can't say it means illiterate. So you see that there are two words, abqari, right? That's the word that you were using for the person who doesn't know how to
Yes.
read.
Al-Ummi.
Yeah, al-ummi. Yeah, al-ummi is the
Al-Ummi
word in the
in
Quran.
Arab, we have the meaning that it is someone who does not know how to
Yeah,
read or
that's
write.
how people translate that. But if you read the Quran,
This
Shams, not like I think we agreed upon who knows the Quran better, right? So if you read the chapter, seemingly you're not reading it. Do you want me to read that chapter also? By the way, like I lose nothing if I read Quran here. We read Quran here.
yes,
We like to
if you
read the
want, you can
Quran.
read it.
But it's
I read
wasting the time, Shams. Maybe you should read it by yourself so that you can understand it. It doesn't
If you want, I will read it.
It doesn't mean someone who doesn't know how to read. Again, if you
But
read
what
the
other meaning
context,
does it have?
ignorant, I already gave the meaning. Someone who doesn't know about something.
Ignorant?
Yeah, ignorant. Yeah, that's what you should understand if you read the chapter.
But in our explanation to the ayah I read in the book, it said that the word Ummi is the meaning that Nabi Muhammad did not know how to write or read.
Yeah, that's what you're reading. This is the tafsir. This is
This is the tafsir from the people of the book.
Yeah, and most likely they didn't know the reality about Muhammad. And later on, people like you, later on, people like you who wants to create a mystery or so-called miracles from the Quran, they said, oh, wait. Let's make Muhammad illiterate so that we can have one more miracle about Muhammad, about Islam. Oh, what's the miracle? Hey, look at there's a lot of knowledge here. And let's say he didn't know how to read and write. Oh, then how you explain? He knows everything here. So like it was just an attempt to make Muhammad more, miraculous. But Shams, one more time, please read the chapter. Like you're not reading the Quran. First, you should read the Quran. Read that chapter, and you'll understand. Wait a second, and it doesn't necessarily
Okay,
mean
I will go and read
illiterate.
it.
Okay.
I will go and read it.
Yep.
And look for the meaning for it and research it. Okay?
Anyway, why the hell were we discussing about it? Oh my god! Like this is too much time we're wasting on Muhammad. Like, what does it matter whether he knew how to read and write or he didn't know how to read and write? The problem, Shams, even if you're right, that's the problem. Even if he was illiterate, that doesn't
You
mean.
said that he took copy paste of the knowledge he had.
Oh, yes. And again, like since I'm in the Quran, it's not me. It's the Quran speaking about the friend of Muhammad. And that's what disbeliever says. He's learning those things from the friend. What Quran says, Quran is giving a very illogical answer. Very illogical answer. And that's a
You meant
good
to
evidence.
say that the knowledge he had is not from
You're breaking
knowledge.
right now. You're breaking and you muted yourself. So, like, what is the answer? Quran says that no, the person is not native Arabic speaker. Therefore, he's not the source, which is an illogical answer. That's a good evidence that Quran is not from God. Why?
Can you repeat what you said?
I will
Because
repeat.
I didn't catch it.
So the Quran is giving an illogical answer for those accusations. What was the accusation? The accusation is, hey, okay, like Muhammad, doesn't know it, but his friend is helping him to write the Quran. And the Quran is answering, no, come on. That person that you're talking about, he's not native speaker. Okay, so that means problem is solved? No. So if this answer doesn't solve the problem, it's an illogical answer. And you believe that God is giving illogical answers? Maybe. But that's not the expectation, right? If there is a God, if the book is coming from God, then there shouldn't be illogical answers for such kind of questions or accusations. Why is illogical? Here's the thing. People learn a lot of things. They learn a lot of important things from other nations.
Okay.
So they learn those things without being the native speaker of those languages. For example, English is not my native language, obviously, but I learn great things with the help of English. But I'm not a native speaker, but still, I can learn in English and I can teach in English. So just because the person was not native speaker, that doesn't mean he didn't have a knowledge to share with. So, and here's the thing, like, hear me out. This one is a better one. And probably you have never heard it before. So if you believe Quran is true, that means Muhammad had a friend who's not Arab, foreign. So that means two things. Either Muhammad was able to speak the second language, or the friend could speak Arabic. How they could be friends if they don't understand each other? That doesn't make sense, right? So that means one of them at least knew two languages. That's a good thing.
How did the people at that time know about the expansion of the multiverse?
Oh, okay. Like we have, like, I corrected her at least 6 times, maybe 7. It's not multiverse, it's universe. But anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm just used to using that word.
Okay. So
How
you want to talk
did
about
the people
expansion?
at that time
I'm gonna
know
explain.
about that
They didn't know.
I mean, the universe know
They didn't
about
know.
it
They didn't know.
expanding?
They didn't know.
But it was said in the
No,
Quran.
it's not said in the Quran. But what you read in the Quran, it says, the sama, the heaven is expanding. But if sama means universe, what does it mean samawat? You don't know the difference, right? I also don't know the difference, to be honest. But the samawat, heavens, is plural. Sama is the singular, right? But if you read the Quran, the sama mostly means sky. So that means we are the expanders of the sky. Well, wait a second. When you say sky, you mean atmosphere? Or you mean the space? The universe? This is ambiguous. But hear me out, sister. This is important and you have never heard it before, I'm sure. What people were, I'm sorry, people, like you listen this frequently nowadays, but they bring it. What can I do? They have to learn this. They're looking at the sky, Shams. Imagine you're looking at the horizon, okay? Think about yourself. You're on the top of a mountain, okay? You look around. What do you see? You see a circle, right? The horizon is a circle. If you look 360 degrees. And what is mysterious about that? It is the clouds are on the ground. If you look at the horizon, if it's a cloudy day. And what they imagine, okay, the sky ends, it touches on the ground. That's what they see. But then they want to touch the clouds. They want to touch where the sky ends. They go, they go, they go, and they go, but they're not able to reach. What's happening? The sky is expanding. That's why they're not able to reach the horizon line. Why? Because the sky is expanding. Do you understand that, sister? I hope you understand
So
this.
you are saying that they didn't know about
They
that,
didn't know.
but they wanted to reach the sky, and they said
Horizon.
like that is rising.
No. Do you know
That's
what is
what you say?
horizon?
Horizon.
Or, no, there's no
Like
such word. I said horizon.
horizon.
Yeah, like do you see like where the sky ends? If you look at
I know it.
you
Where
know.
the sun goes down.
Yeah, that
It's the
point,
horizon.
that line, yes.
Yes, but
So
I'm not
what do
good
you see?
at.
What do you see there? You see the sky, right? The sky ends.
Yes.
It touches on the ground. That's what you see. And what they wanted to do to find that place, but they couldn't find. Why? Because the sky was expanding when they were walking or going on the horse or a camel. They wanted to reach, but they couldn't. The sky was expanding. But, you know, sky's not expanding, but that's what they thought. What was happening? Oh, it's just the globe, Earth. It never touches. There's no such a thing. Like the sky doesn't end like that. It's globe. So they misunderstood something, and probably they were writing about that.
Misunderstood?
Sure, that they misunderstood.
But
So
here
that's why
it is
what?
say that the sky is expanding.
Yes, and I explained what
In
they
Arab.
understood.
Yes, this expanding. The explanation. The problem is the Quran. The people have preserved it from the time of Muhammad. From the day he died, they have been preserving it and studying it. So the
Okay.
people that were sitting with the Nabi Muhammad were there. So
Mm-hmm.
that you mean that they misunderstood the Nabi Muhammad when they were with it and explained it?
No, the person who wrote the Quran, he misunderstood. Because the sky sky is not expanding. It's just, it's the globe Earth. That's why they feel like the sky is expanding.
But the one who put the Quran together, he didn't write it. He collected the verses and put them together.
Oh, really? This is the whole conversation, right? Like to try to prove that the knowledge comes from a God or not. And my explanation says that no.
What I am my argument is how did they know about the knowledge?
They didn't know it. I'm telling you, I'm explaining you. I explained you in detail. They didn't know that the universe was expanding. They thought the sky is expanding. I mean the atmosphere. And why they were thinking like that? Because in their imagination, the earth was flat and the horizon line is 360 degrees, right? It's the dome shape. I wish I had the picture that I can share it with you. Wait a second.
So this is how you understand the verse?
This is how the writer understood the thing that is happening. Because he couldn't understand why it's happening. Then he thought that, the sky is expanding. That's why we are not able to find the horizon point.
But this is how you think it. He understood it.
That makes a lot of sense.
When you talk about it, you say like as if you know exactly the right thing, and you say that no, the writer is the wrong.
Yeah, the writer is wrong.
You say that the writer is wrong,
because sky is not expanding.
Right. Yes,
Sky is expanding.
How is it been explained? In the sky, it's in Arabic. It also means that the void, that everything outside. How do I explain it in English? Let me look for the explanation.
Yeah, look for the explanation. Okay. Hey, Mara.
Yes. In Arabic, we at that time they didn't have the word created for the word the void or the how do I tell it
Space.
yes they use the word the sky, but in Arabic it mean also the outside and above that.
Sama means outside and above. What about samawat?
Yes.
What about samawat? What does it mean samawat in the Quran?
Samawat is in Arabic. The word samawat is derived from the word sama.
Yeah, that's clear. But what does that mean?
Sama, it's mean also the like how I put it. Yes, the space.
But you said sama is space. Well, what about
The
samawat?
word sama have multiple use in Arabic.
Okay, I'm
As
not
a,
asking about sama. I'm asking about samawat. Anyway,
this.
what?
Yes, the word sama, he mean the space and the sky in it.
What about samawat, sister? Like
Yeah,
you're not listening.
samawat. I'm talking to you. I'm telling you that the
You're
word samawat, it mean also the sky.
they're the same. You know.
Yes.
No. Yeah, that's
So
the
you are asking
misunderstanding.
what he mean by it?
Yeah, the problem is it like first of all, you're not reading the Quran properly. That's the first problem. If you check the Quran, if you check the word sama in the Quran, you will realize that it mostly speaks about atmosphere inside. Why we understand that? How we understand it? Because it keeps talking about rain. So where the rain happens? Inside, right? In the atmosphere.
I'm telling
So
you.
I'm talking about the Quran. You're talking about something
Yes,
else.
yes, the word sama is used for the sky and for the space in
Huh.
Arabic.
You're now contradicting yourself. You just literally said it's beyond the atmosphere. It's
Yes,
outside.
beyond.
And now you're saying that it's both. Which one is
Beyond?
correct? It is
Oh, I'm
outside of the
sorry.
atmosphere or inside or
I am
both.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't listen to you when you said beyond. I'm telling you that the word sama in Arabic, for us Arabic user, it means the sky and also outside of earth. That's how they used to use it.
No, I don't care how they used to use it. I care about how Quran was using it. So you're the one who doesn't care about the Quran, but
In
I care about
Arabic,
the Quran. So forget
it
about the Arabic. Like look at the Quran. Well, why you're afraid
yes,
of reading the
Arabic
Quran?
was
So
written in the Quran
yes,
language.
but the Quran,
So it is important for us to know what
but
it means in
you should
Arabic.
learn what it means from the Quran, not by other people. Quran is speaking about atmosphere mostly when it says sama. But anyway, I got so bored because it doesn't help. But let's summarize. She claims that there are things that they could not know at that time, and we learned that those things just recently. That's a good evidence that the information came from God. First of all, it doesn't follow logically. Why? Because as Paul suggested earlier, even if that's the case, that doesn't mean the knowledge came from God. What about aliens? What about time travelers? What about other things? But anyway, but this might be false also. What is false here? The interpretation. Muslims tend to interpret the Quran in a way that it can fit into science. Why they're doing that? Yeah, just to make those claims, which is, oh, look, there's scientific miracles in the Quran. That's why they want to read it into science. And what happens every time other people discover something and the Muslims say, oh, we found that in the Quran. They never find something before the scientists. If that was true, if the Quran was from a God, then they could discover new things with the help of the Quran, but they're not able to do that. They're not doing that. If I was a good believer, I would do that. Why? Because I strictly believe that this is from God. There must be something that people couldn't discover yet, and I can find it with the Quran, right? But they don't think, or they don't find. Maybe they're not able to find. But anyway, so the problem here is interpretation. So, for example, she's speaking about the expansion. Well, what about the Big Bang? They also claim the Big Bang, right? But if you read the Quran, what you will read, it says that we have separated heavens and the earth. Oh, really? There was no earth at that time. And earth didn't come at the beginning. It came like 10 billion years later. So, which is unscientific again. But what we learn more, it speaks about the creation. It speaks about the creation of earth. Then it speaks about the creation of the stars and the lowest heaven. So the lowest heaven means the close part of the space. And okay, if that's the case, I no need to go there. But which is again unscientific, because we know that the stars that we see, majority of them, they're older than Earth. I even don't know whether there are younger ones than the Earth, but probably there are younger ones. So again, this is also unscientific. Why? Because they didn't know. Quran never speaks about the solar system, how it works. It never. You'll read that the sun, the moon, the stars, they're in an orbit. Oh, congratulations. Again, this is a miracle of Quran, right? Why? Because they didn't know the sun was rotating. Oh, really? How do they know that it's talking about the rotation that we learn? You don't know that. If, again, if it's coming from a man who was living at that time, that's what he was observing, even right now. There are many people, they don't know how it works. I'm sure you'll find thousands of people that claims that the sun is rotating around Earth. I'm sure. And that's what they were thinking at that time. They were looking at the sky, the sun moves, the moon also moves, and the stars are moving like in an orbit, right? That's what they were observing. And they were just saying it. And that doesn't mean this is a scientific miracle. That's a simple observation. You can see the same thing even right now if you look at the sky. And yeah, Quran doesn't talk about Milky Way, where there are billions of stars. And most likely there's a huge black hole in the middle. Quran doesn't speak about that also. What else? Quran doesn't speak about outer galaxies, which have billions of stars also. Okay, where's that knowledge? This is very important. And it's simple. You can explain those things in a very simple way. But no. And the problem is what Quran says, it seems like, it sounds like it's coming from a person who has limited knowledge about Earth and the sky. That's what I am reading in the Quran. What about this, Shams? Hear me out. Quran says sperm comes from between backbone and the ribs. And you're saying that nothing has been disproved by science. This has been disproved. The sperm doesn't come from between backbone and the ribs. Another false claim. Anyway. But that's another thing. Yeah, it's a good point, Paul. Anyway, we have Fool and Mar Omega. Hey, people, if you want to speak, you can raise your hand. Raise your hand. Anyway, they don't want to speak.
Yeah, and the other thing is you know, potentially the angel Jabril could have lied about who she is or who he is, um, and was just misrepresenting him or herself as the messenger of God, and that because he or she's an angel, they have the ability to know things in the future that we wouldn't, that humans wouldn't know. I mean, we can create all these like things, we could just do that just based on some of the characters in the story.
Come again. What's the main point?
I'm just saying that an angel could have been the agent that provided this information about the embryonic stuff, or any of these scientific miracles that are in the Quran. I'm just saying that maybe the angel Jabril had that information, and isn't really a messenger of God and has the ability to see into the future.
Mm. Okay. What if that's the case? I mean,
They could.
it's like
I've heard. Sorry, go ahead.
it's like leaving one unjustified belief and sticking to another unjustified belief.
Well, if we take the characters from the story itself, right, there's no reason for us to believe that what the characters are saying is the truth. So the character for, the angel itself here, that's part of the story, could be lying about who they are. Like that whole thing about, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, that angels have no free will. Oh, they could have just made that up to make it sound like, there's no way that they could have lied. That could all be part of the story that they just made up.
Very like familiar argument coming from Christians, because they believe that Muhammad was talking to Satan, not Gabriel. And they say, yeah, this is the religion of Satan. And sure, they provide other, arguments also. Like they said that when Muhammad was getting the message for the first time, he got scared. He got so scared. And you remember Martin? He keeps claiming that. And sure, it's a dumb argument. He's saying that if it was an angel, he wouldn't be scared. Fuck, it doesn't follow. It doesn't mean. I mean, if like if an angel literally speaks to me right now, probably I would be scared also. And again, there's no such an obligation that an angel is supposed to ease your feelings. It's not a rule. I don't see
We
such an
don't have any
obligation.
information about angels that we could test, any
Yeah.
background information where we can test angels for that.
Yeah, like who says that they're aura charming creatures? Hey, Scam, welcome with the other account. Hello. Please click on Scam Rose profile to listen interesting AI music, people. Okay. Anyway, it's 3 hours and nearly 30 minutes, people. And thanks all of you for being here so far. Thanks for the chat box and all the people there who is active sending messages, and also moderators, and also Scam, Alcaxi, Vade, Vibe, Bird, Cant. Who else? Sure, many others also. Many others. Yeah, Charles Oliver was there. Yeah, anyway, just in short, all of you, thanks so much. Ooh, okay. Scam Chan, we need to have a talk about this. Can we have that chat maybe tomorrow after the movie? Okay. Anyway. So. What else? Let's give the mic these fellows. Morrow and Fool. This guy's not speaking here, I remember. But next time there will be a countdown for him.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Morrow.
Yeah, I was
Hello.
just listening.
Okay.
As I said, I am not religious, so
You're not
I don't think
religious.
you want me to add on top of you. I think you're enough. Actually, I don't know. Can I ask you something? Like, how do you deal with this? Because, like, from what I hear, they're pretty much the same arguments over and over and over again.
Oh,
So, how
sometimes
do
I
you?
fail, man. Sometimes I go crazy. And sometimes I'm not able to.
Yeah, because
But
it's just repetitive, you know. Like, you know what they're going to say before they even say it.
they don't realize that that's why that they're getting annoyed when I interrupt them. But they don't know that I heard the same thing thousands of times. But some of them, they're patient. I really appreciate them. But how I can do that? I like sharing. Like, I learned those things. Some of them I learned by myself. Like, as I said, like, most likely she heard many of those things for the first time. And I like to share. And maybe that's how I can handle sometimes, not always.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday I was talking with one of my friends here actually, and she was arguing like even the biologics of it. So you know that the Adam and Eve story has been long proven that it's physically impossible to happen. You know, just strictly genetically speaking, after 3 or 5 generations, it just doesn't work. But I found it so interesting that such a big chunk of modern biology, history, paleontology, science, they just straight up like reject. So it's hard. It was really hard for me to like have this conversation with her because she just says like this is not true. You know, like for example, she kept mentioning that a human, let's say a mother and a son, can have a baby, and yes, that's true. They can have a baby. But if you project that like 5 generations into the future with no outside DNA, it's collapsing, right? And yeah, it's a problem if they just deny like a big part of science. So for me, it was hard to continue talking with her because yeah, it was kind of impossible.
Sometimes it's hard. And what we do, we just stop the conversation mostly. And sometimes we just forget. We just, attach to the discussion. Sometimes it's hard. For example, today, our sister was very enthusiastic about, the topic. And majority of the topic doesn't help the main topic. It's not proving God exists or not. But yet, those are some details that the YouTube audience is not familiar with a lot. Because mostly the atheist channels are about, going around Christianity. And these topics are not clear. Like, yes, there are many Muslim channels. But these questions are not challenged deeply in many of them. So sometimes that's why I need to give details about those things, which is something different, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's really a good idea I agree with what you're saying. I think it's really good for a lot of Western atheists to hear these arguments because I don't hear these counter arguments a lot. I don't see them a lot because I don't think a lot of atheists, like you said, are exposed to this stuff.
Yeah, and you're learning from each other. So, for example, I check the ex-Christian atheist channels and I learn about Christianity from them. And yeah,
One thing I cannot understand how they get around in their own head is that there are all these texts that have been a thing for thousands of years before the Bible or before the Quran. like the Book of Enoch or the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Noah story, right? There's so many texts that are just repeating the same myth and story and legend over and over. Yet somehow 2000 years later, it becomes the word of God. Like, how does it work? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with, for example, have you read Epic of Gilgamesh?
Yeah, I know the Gilgamesh story.
Yeah, or the Atrahasis, or yeah, the Book of Enoch.
Yeah, I didn't read the Book of Enoch, but I heard it many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the reason why that they're gonna favor their book or the over any other is just because they've been trained to. They've been trained most of their life, and the people that surround them, reinforce these ideas over and over again. They wouldn't even consider those other books because those books aren't from God. They think their books are from God, and that's it.
Yeah, but if the books are saying like almost the same thing, like that should raise questions, right? Like, wait, why does my book from God say the same thing that this book existed before that, right? That's why I find it
Yeah,
interesting.
but all their but they for all of them they just make special claims. Like Christians a lot of times will say, but yeah, Christianity is the only one where somebody was willing to, where God was willing to die for your sins or something. They have like they all have like a unique angle, and they think those unique angles is what makes it true. Like, for Muslims, it's the book has never been corrupted.
Yeah, it has no
The other all the other
contradictions. Yeah,
books, there's
yeah,
no contradictions.
yeah.
Even if that's not true, it doesn't matter. It's just in their head. They think that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's where belief comes in. I guess I have this way of looking everything objectively, but I guess it's not so easy for them.
Probably think they are looking objectively. I mean, that they might say the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like the problem is once you think for a second that you know everything and you have all the answers, then it becomes pointless for you to even try to attempt to learn anything new because you already have the answers, right? So your eyes are kind of closed to everything else because you've got it all figured out. Imagine if it was that easy, man. Like, wouldn't the world be amazing place if you can just have all the answers to the universe in one book? Like, I would love that. Like, trust me, I would be the first and most religious guy ever if you just go to a
Yeah,
book
but
and
it,
yeah.
yeah, but isn't the pursuit of like knowledge kind of something that's interesting?
Oh, for me it is, of course, but imagine if the pursuit of knowledge that we embark on leads us eventually to a book that has everything inside of it, right? You have nowhere else to look because you have all the answers. That would be amazing, but unfortunately, I don't think it's that easy.
Who knows? Maybe we will. I mean, maybe with AI, we will have all the answers.
Maybe, but the question then becomes like, are we going to have access to all the answers if AI has them?
Sure,
Maybe
yeah.
the AI is going to use them for itself. Or maybe
Have lost him.
We lost who?
I don't hear Maro.
Oh, I'm talking.
Oh, I just heard you.
Yeah.
I thought it was breaking, but seemingly it wasn't.
I
Anyway,
mean, it might be my connection. I don't know.
No, I heard him.
But still, though, okay, let's talk about something that is actually, for me, I mean, if you guys want, what do you guys think about this, let's call it theory or understanding of past civilizations that existed before this current one? So the main archaeology and history that we know today, right? That humanity is 10,000 or 12,000 years old. Because there's a lot of evidence that there were civilizations before that. So do you think all these books might come from them, and this knowledge that is hidden in metaphor and symbology and myth and legend is actually like an ancient echo from a past civilization that knew more things than we can expect them to?
No, I just think these are ideas that just evolved over time, just stories as our brains got better and we had better ways to like record things and better techniques to draw things. It changed, it kind of changes our imagination. Imagination improves all these things, and so over time we just kind of refine the idea.
Yeah, but it's kind of impossible that the same ideas get born at the same time in all the different continents if they have no connection to each other, right? So if the main story is correct that they had no way of traveling the big oceans and having a cross-continent civilization that was in communication, it's kind of raises the question: how did they have the same symbology, the same ideas, the same stories, right? Like that's a big question mark, don't you
Well, we
think?
all come from the same place.
Are you talking about Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
And like
happened like 200,
well, like
300,000?
what symbology are you saying is like similar? And like the ideas, like the fact that like they believed in gods or something. Like I don't understand how like other civilizations wouldn't be able to come to that knowledge.
I mean, the examples are many, but for example, let's just take the flood. I mean, I don't know the story of ancient Gilgamesh, the original Noah story, right? It has pretty much different names, sure, but the story itself is kind of similar throughout history. But that's just one story.
Yeah, but that's just
Yeah.
people like that. Like floods are like like big events that occur, and they're very devastating because they kill large populations. You have to flee, you have to leave. So everybody's going to experience floods mostly around the world. So they're just going to record those things. You're just going to have a story about them.
Göbekli Tepe, for example, it's a city in ancient Turkey that's at least 13,000 years old. And the same sort of techniques used to building that city, in terms of the alignment to the, not to the stars, to the constellations, the exact proportions of the buildings itself, the temple as a mirror to the skies and the earth, is the same techniques and let's say methods used in all of the pyramids in Egypt, in Cambodia, in Vietnam, in all these places. So that's interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, I just don't really like. I mean, I'd have to see like the different timelines of all these things, where like all these things happen. Um, where I mean, that information could have spread, and that's why they did those things. Or maybe there's like some sort of explanation that maybe people back then really did pay attention to shadows. Um, they spent a lot of. I mean, they didn't have TV or anything like that, so maybe they looked at stars and all that stuff, and you know. They just became obsessed with those ideas.
Yeah, but that's the point,
I
though.
just don't think there's like extra. I just don't think there's like any sort of like, oh, there's got to. I mean, I know you're not like positing the idea that there's some sort of magic.
No, that's not my point. No, I'm not talking about aliens or magic. I'm just talking about something very natural that occurs, and we have millions of evidences to suggest that, like this global events that occur in this planet that just devastate the life on it, right? So we know for a fact that it's not just meteorites or comets that happen. There is like magnetic shifts, there is volcano eruptions, there's so many events that were on this big scale level that had the capability of wiping a human civilization. And what I'm suggesting is not aliens or some magic or God or anything like that. I'm just suggesting that if we disappear tomorrow, right, like if some sort of a big event like that happens, 20,000 years from now, not that much is going to be left from us, right? So I think there is enough evidence to suggest that at some point our civilization was at a more advanced level than we give it credit for, right? I'm not saying they had flying cars.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not saying they had flying cars and internet and stuff like that. I'm just saying
no, I understand.
Yeah, they have reached some level of technology, at least enough for them to build this. Because for example, how much do you know about Göbekli Tepe? Have you read about this city, this temple? In
no,
Turkey?
I don't know much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna.
Morgan Freeman has a documentary about that. I've seen.
Morgan Freeman,
really? Oh, maybe I'll watch that.
Is he like the voiceover? I haven't.
No, it's not. And if I remember correctly, it's not only one place. He was checking even an older place than the one that you were mentioning. So there are two sites, I believe, in Turkey. Then they go both of them.
Yes. Actually, right now they're doing a really, really, really important excavation in eastern Turkey near Lake Van. It's called Ararat civilization, they call it, and
the one that they believe that where the Noah's Ark is?
No, yes, exactly,
Fuck that.
exactly. Well, the thing is, you can obviously you can separate the myth from the actual evidence, but there is evidence of a civilization there that predates this understanding of our humanity that we have. That pretty much 10,000. Like if you go in Google and ask the first modern-ish kind of civilization, they say ancient Sumeria, right? They had they were the first one that developed writing and all these agricultural techniques and buildings. But Göbekli Tepe is at least 13,000 years old, and there's a lot of places on Earth that it is 12 to 13,000 years old. So yeah, it's really interesting that we see, like the further we dig down, we see more developed buildings instead of less developed buildings, especially in Peru, in Mexico, in Cambodia, even the Amazon. Like they did this study with LiDAR footage, and the whole Amazon is filled with cities, with buildings, with structures. Like literally the whole Amazon, which is insane. It's like such a large area.
Sorry, I think I was misunderstanding your point, but yeah, no, I agree with what you said. I thought you were making some sort of point, like in a way, like how did these people, do these drawings at this time, and how do these people over here at the same time? I thought you were trying to make some sort of like, there's a mystery here type of thing.
No, there's still a mystery, but a different type. I think much more logical and explainable history. I think it's much more based in something that could realistically happen. I mean, I don't even think it could happen. I think it did happen. Like there's so much evidence. Like there's so much big cities. Like in the Amazon, this LiDAR footage of a single city that fits. I think it was like 1 million people or something. Like back then, there was no population of a city that had 1 million people inside. Like we have never heard of anything like this on this scale.
Guys, anyway, since you want to speak about a very different topic, I mean, it's kind of related, but
no, I mean the reason why I brought it up is because what my kind of explanation is with two words is I think all these texts and ancient stories and wisdom and scriptures are given credit to gods and angels, I think it's whispers of the past civilization that was just people. Like there were people that just had more knowledge than we thought.
Atlantis.
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
No,
Atlantis. It's not that crazy,
I
you know?
believe that that's less credible argument, but like, why not? Yeah, maybe that's true, but I believe it's more reasonable to think that people are interpreting those, scriptures in a way that sounds scientific, but they don't. That they're not scientific. So, it's just the illusion.
The thing is, it's not an illusion though, because just look at the pyramids. Like that's not an illusion, right? Forget all the texts and the scriptures. Look at any of the hundreds of ancient cities that had, by the way, mathematically perfection. Like the pyramids are aligned to true north by 1,000 of a square of a human hair, the length of a human hair. Like this precision is not an accident, right? Like how did they do that?
That's not how it works, man. Like the North
What
Pole,
do you mean?
like it's not even staying stable, right? I mean that there are some changes.
No, I'm talking about true North Pole, not the magnetic North Pole. These are two different things. Not the magnetic, but the true North Pole.
And how do we measure that one right now?
What do you mean? It doesn't change. I mean, this is just one of the many examples of how it's like not just a writing, right? They implemented this in reality.
Yeah, sure. It's true that there are ups and downs in history about such kind of stuff, but I don't believe that like they reach a level that they can know the expansion of the universe or something similar. Yes, they were good at building things, but I don't think that they were good enough to know what we know right now about the space. But anyway, like this is an entire different debate. What I want to say, I'm not gonna read the names because I want to let these people, maybe they want to speak more about this topic, but I'm gonna leave. So the people on YouTube, thank you so much. I'm not reading the names, but thank you moderators a lot, and thank you the same people that I keep reading the names, all of you. So tomorrow we will be watching a movie, as I said, and probably we will be finishing the movie that at these times, maybe a little bit later than this one, but I want to end it, exactly these times. So for the people who wants to join, I'm gonna share the link through the YouTube. So you can join if you want. And then I already shared the name of the movie. It's Beautiful Mind. John Nash, Russell Crowe, whatever. I mean, that's a good one. So yeah, and yeah, I want to leave right now. And thanks for all who was here, who joined, and thank you, sister, out there. If you planning to watch what you were speaking, you need to study a lot. You should know that. But thanks for being brave enough to have a discussion with someone who is doomed out for a long time. And yeah, it was good. And one more request. Please comment under the video, this live. I will end it right now, but please let's make it a little bit active so that maybe we can get more people after that.